We are back at Memorial Stadium in El Dorado, Arkansas, where those that have gathered are saying the Pledge of Allegiance prior to our national anthem, and now we'll join the El Dorado Marching Band as they play our national anthem. Well, the El Dorado Band supplanted by the El Dorado Choir, and that was a beautiful rendition, Terry, of the national anthem.
Very lovely, very lovely. Set a great tone for a great football game tonight.
Appreciate everybody back in Saline County tuned in on Fox Sports Arkansas, AM 690 and FM 99.3, and on Fidelity Local 6, and those watching via Benton Panther Football. I know over in Long Hills Village they're watching. Braden Smith's got a big group together tonight watching Benton Panther football. And those that are watching, Terry will notice some wet spots on the field. We had a shower come through here a few minutes ago. And on the radar, El Dorado is just surrounded by rain right now. Could be a factor in the ball game, but think back to last week. The rain didn't at all impinge on the Benton offense last week.
Well, it didn't, and one of the things is the offensive efficiency, Jim. CASON spreads the ball around, and they can just hurt you in so many ways. And I think that tonight they'll be ready to play, and they will have a great game plan. And I'm looking for this to be a fantastic football game.
You and me both. 99.7 FM. Fox Sports Arkansas, and 690 AM as the Benton Band plays the alma mater, and the Panthers are coming out from the tunnel underneath the visiting stands, making their way to the end zone tunnel where they will run out. And how about Buddy Riggin leading the Panthers to the tunnel? Good to see Big Buddy back out there leading the way for the Panthers tonight.
Yeah, he's really turned into a strong leader for this team, and it's nice to see him out there and engaged in the game. And I saw him coming out on the field earlier, and boy, he's got his game face on.
I'll tell you, another guy with his game face on is Rob Pepper, who is filling in tonight for Dio Vanucci. Dio is up in Northwest Arkansas, where his daughter Alexia is in the Miss Teen Arkansas pageant. How cool is that?
Representing.
Yeah, so in Dio's absence tonight, we welcome in for the first time Rob Pepper. Rob, welcome.
Good evening, guys. It's great to be here.
You just saw the Panthers walk by you to warm up before they run out on the field. What's your sense down there of the attitude of the team?
Well, I heard y'all talking on the pregame, and this game does have all the makings of a trap game. But judging by the look in the eye of the Panthers tonight, they look ready to play.
Outstanding. El Dorado has won the toss and elected to receive, so the Wildcats will get the football first. And the Panthers will kick off as we are about ready to go here tonight from Memorial Stadium. A quick pick to click. Tony, who's your pick tonight?
I'm going with the offensive line. I think that running the ball is going to be key for us tonight, and I'm going with the offensive line on offense. On defense, I'm going to go with Preston Stone. I think Preston is due for a big ball game, and a little bit of a sentimental pick as well.
Preston
That's right.
Stone.
That's exactly right.
as the cannon is fired and the Wildcats come onto the field. Terry, your pick to click.
Well, I went with Hunter and Harris. I'm a little snake bit this season, so I passed on the opportunity to pick CASON because I knew if I passed on him, he'd throw for about 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. So Dio is the beneficiary of not only me allowing him to pick CASON, but also the fact that he's not on the field while they're shooting those cannons.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Rob, stay in that end zone, okay?
Yeah, Terry, Dio wanted me to thank you for passing on CASON tonight.
Dio is taking CASON and Jeremiah Bowling on defense, and I'm going to go with Drew Dyer and Dylan Murphy tonight as the Panthers come onto the field. Coach Michael McClellan leading them through the tunnel. The Panther fans on their feet welcoming the Stormtrooper look Benton Panthers to the field. All white tonight. White pants, white tops, maroon numbers, and those maroon helmets. El Dorado is in all purple. Purple helmets, purple tops, purple pants, white numerals, and that Kansas State Power Cat emblem on the El Dorado helmet as the Panthers will kick off. And boy, guys, this is what you play all year for. 2 biggies here at the end, El Dorado and Pine Bluff next week.
That's right, and El Dorado's a little down from where I expected them and where I think a lot of people expect them. They were picked above us going into the season and find themselves about 3 games back now. But I'm certainly hopeful that our boys were ready to play and we can send them back 4 games back.
Rhett Connor and Dimitri Callaway are back deep for El Dorado to return. Matt Warwick has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. The referee blows the whistle, and we are ready to go here with Benton Panther football as Matt Warwick kicks it high and short, and the ball was almost caught on the fly. It has been recovered by the Panthers. We've got a penalty flag that's been thrown. Panthers came up with the football. That was Preston Stone, and we'll sort out the penalty.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the penalty is going to be, but I don't know if it was targeting maybe.
Preliminary indication is against the Panthers. And we are seeing the referee's back. Tony, could you discern the call?
I could not.
It is a penalty against the Benton Panthers, and it's going to give El Dorado
It's a 15-yarder as well.
outstanding field position in Benton
Going on
territory.
20.
Well, not only did I see what the umpire called, but I also didn't see anything that we did wrong.
Potentially a personal foul. Maybe we ran over a man while the ball was still in the air.
Could be.
An eligible return man.
Maybe we just hit them too hard.
So it's 1st and 10 El Dorado at the Benton 45. Pressure on the Benton defense right out of the gate tonight as John Sixby's going to lateral it back to Kawan Love. He was looking to throw, and Braden Harris gets to him, and it's going to be a 6-yard loss on 1st down. Well,
that was an excellent move by Braden Harris, and he stayed at home and stayed disciplined and was certainly there in position to make the play and got one-on-one with Love and brought him down.
Scott Reed into his bag of tricks on 1st down, and the Benton defense not fooled on the attempted lateral double pass. So it'll be 2nd down and 16 for El Dorado. Back on their side of the 50, give it to Love, coming to the near side. Kyler Nitschke meets him. He reverses his field, and now Jeremiah Bowling is there, and it's another loss on the play of 1. El Dorado will face 3rd and 17.
Well, they may have looked weak last week to that announcer, but they certainly don't look weak on the first 2 plays. They're playing good disciplined defense, and they're just absolutely covering Love up.
Jeremiah Bowling and Chandler Cliff start at defensive end tonight. Mel Hegwood is the nose man. Ben Brazel, Braden Harris, Dylan Murphy, and Braylon Alcorn are the linebackers. Simeon Watson, Kyler Nitschke, Bo Brewer, and Preston Stone in the secondary. Snap back to John Sixby. He's looking to throw. He's throwing deep for Dimitri Callaway, who cannot come up with it. inside the 10-yard line. The ball falls incomplete as Preston Stone and Bo Brewer were on coverage.
Yeah, Bo's upset with himself because he got beat deep. They just dropped the ball. That should have been a big completion. And Bo had a great game last week, leading the team in tackles, and I think he just lost the ball up in the lights and let it get behind him. But fortunately, it's 4th down now. We're going to get the ball.
Caleb Dole to punt for El Dorado. He takes the snap, puts his foot into it, and it is a very high punt that Colton Nix will fair catch at the 14-yard line. So we'll see the Benton offense for the first time tonight, and my question to you is, have you seen the progress out at the River Center?
Man.
Benton's newest community attraction is taking shape, and CDI Contractors is a big reason why. CDI's expert services have resulted in the construction of over $6 billion in projects for private and state-owned industries over the last 27 years. With each structure, a relationship is formed and a community enhanced. CDI Contractors, proud sponsors of Benton Panther football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6. It's 1st and 10 Benton at their own 14-yard line. CASON Mertens is going to give it off to Brandon Hunter, and he's going to have 4 yards on 1st down.
Good solid run right up the gut. Here comes that fast-paced Panther offense.
Panther tempo. As CASON Mertens looks to the sideline, he sets the offense. Colton Nix, Grayson Morrow, and Drew Dyer in a bunch set to the right. Trey Pepper wide to the left. Now Brandon Hunter is going to be sent out of the backfield in motion to the left. Swing it out to Drew Dyer, and he can't come up with the catches. The ball falls incomplete. Starters for Benton on offense tonight: Jacob Cooper, Selleck Childress, Brett Tittle, Preston Madison, and Roy Blaylock across the offensive line. CASON Mertens is the quarterback. Brandon Hunter, the running back. Drew Dyer is the H-back. Colton Nix, Grayson Morrow, and Trey Pepper are the receivers. As Benton goes trips left on 3rd down, swing it out to Brandon Hunter. Brandon's going to have 1st down yardage and more. He's over the 35-yard line, out to the 39.
Boy, outstanding run by Brandon, but also an outstanding block on the outside by Drew Dyer. He got that seal, kicked the defender to the outside, and gave Brandon a running lane back up the middle of the field.
A swing pass to the trip side of the formation. Great blocking from the receivers, and it's a 1st down Panthers at their own 39 as Mertens is going to roll, try to hit Colton Nix. He throws it short, and now there's a late flag, and we're going to get a roughing the passer call against El Dorado.
Yeah, that was a late hit by Noah Pierce. He came around on the backside, was blocked pretty well, and hit CASON well after the play, or well after he had thrown the ball.
Noah Pierce leading the Wildcats with 6 sacks on defense, but well after the pass, and that's going to be a 15-yard mark off. It's going to put the Panthers in El Dorado territory for the first time tonight. 1st and 10 Benton at the El Dorado 46. 9:30 to go in the first quarter, and we're scoreless as the Panthers have driven into El Dorado territory on their first drive of the game. Preston Stone in the offensive formation, comes in motion, give off to Brandon Hunter. Hunter has a seam. He's down to the El Dorado 30, and another Benton Panther 1st down.
Yeah, and another great inside block by Drew Dyer. He sealed that hole and gave Brandon running room on the outside. Another great 1st down run by Brandon Hunter.
Ball on the near side hash mark. CASON Mertens has sent Trey Pepper and Drew Dyer wide to the left. Morrow and Nix wide to the short side of the field. Going to hand it off to Brandon Hunter, and he's following a Selleck Childress block for 4 yards.
Yeah, it's another good solid run right up the middle. You got to keep those, especially when we're spreading that ball around, you got to keep them, keep those safeties honest by running that those ISO plays.
Seeing a lot of formations out of Scott Nethery here on this first drive, getting a feel for the El Dorado defense. As Morrow and Nix are going to split wide left, Dyer and Hunter in the backfield, Pepper to the right, going to give it off to Brandon Hunter, and he's going to be swarmed under at the 24, and there is a flag that comes in, maybe a face mask, Terry.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me. It didn't look like the 15-yard version, but they did look like got a hold of his face mask.
There were 4 Wildcats in on the tackle of Brandon Hunter, who was following A block from Jacob Cooper. And we do have a penalty being assessed against El Dorado. Looks like it was against Zach McGee, their defensive tackle. And Terry, you called it, of the 15-yard variety, and the Panthers are now at the El Dorado 10-yard line. First and goal, Panthers.
Well, you know, that's kind of a dangerous play when you get a hold of that face mask and you start turning the head. Sometimes, it happens to all teams, but Panthers get a first down.
Dyer and Hunter in the backfield as Mertens takes the snap. He's going to find Drew Dyer wide open in the end zone for a Benton touchdown. That's an 86-yard touchdown drive on the opening possession for the Benton Panthers. And with 8:27 to go in the first quarter, Benton takes a 6-0 lead.
Excellent, excellent play. Drew Dyer was wide open. There wasn't anyone within 7 yards of him when CASON threw that ball.
John Penn will snap, Grayson Morrow will hold, and Matt Warwick will attempt the PAT. A flag has blown the play dead, and we're going to get an offside on El Dorado. Terry, one of your keys in this ball game was don't hurt the team. We're seeing El Dorado flagged repeatedly early in this ball game.
Well, we were talking about El Dorado, but, you know, I can flip that coin. And,
yes.
And this is another team that you don't want to hurt yourself because they'll make you pay. And as you saw, there was two critical plays that cost them 30 yards and put the Panthers in a position to score a touchdown.
Snap back, Morrow holds, Matt Warwick drills it. And with 8:27 to go in the first quarter, your Benton Panthers lead the El Dorado Wildcats 7-0. This is Benton Panther football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6.
Family-owned, customer-friendly is more than just a slogan. It's a better way to buy a car and the right way to do business. Come see us and discover the difference at Everett Buick GMC, I-30 at the Alcoa exit.
Hey, I have felt that way.
If you haven't
since
been
I
to
watched
Everett
two
Buick
possessions of El
GMC,
Dorado.
we'd like to invite you to come see us and experience what family-owned, customer-friendly really means. There is a difference. Everett Buick GMC, I-30 at the Alcoa exit.
I'm walking home.
Do it, Jim.
I'm walking home.
Welcome back to El Dorado, Arkansas, where the Benton Panthers lead the Wildcats 7-0 with 8:27 to go in the first quarter. Tony Stowers has our first very happy drive summary.
As Jim said, 86 yards in 8 plays in a minute and 58 seconds, and we take the early 7-0 lead.
Very, very efficient drive for the Benton Panthers as Matt Warwick kicks it high, kicks it short, and I'm telling you, the Benton Panthers are going to catch one of those on the fly tonight, guys.
Well, it was positioned nice again, and you know, I think the coaches are sitting here going, look at their alignment and saying, hey, let's put one up in the sky because they're standing around watching the ball come down.
You would expect them to try to call a fair catch on that high pooch kick.
Sure.
But that is the second time in a row there's been two Benton Panthers closer to it than guys in purple.
And I'm just telling you, it's poor coaching. I mean, you make that mistake once, but you correct that after the first time, or otherwise you put yourself in jeopardy on the kickoffs.
First and 10, El Dorado at their own 40-yard line. Going to give it off to Kawan Love, and a very slow developing play is eaten up by Ben Brazel. It's going to be a 1-yard gain. But, guys, we're seeing the quickness of the Benton defense assert itself early on.
Yeah, and I just want to tell you, you can't run slow developing plays against the Benton Panther defense. That's a poor offensive strategy if that's the way you're going to go, because these guys will eat you up.
And we've seen it through the first 4 offensive snaps for El Dorado. It's 2nd down and 9 Wildcats. Emmerich in motion, and they're going to call Emmerich for a false start. Back up El Dorado 5, and it'll be 2nd and 14.
Yeah, Emmerich turned up a little soon before the snap, and they got him with a 5-yarder. You know, I think one of the key matchups of the game is Emmerich against BRAYDEN Harris, trying to open that hole in that second level. And so far, he hadn't even made contact yet.
Mitchell Emmerich is 5'10", 240-pound senior fullback for the Wildcats. Only run the ball 3 times all year, but he will be blocking on BRAYDEN Harris tonight, the leading tackler for the Benton defense, coming in with 59 tackles. 2nd and 14 Wildcats as Sixby drops back, swings it out to Kawan Love, and he's hit by Ben Brazel and dropped at the 38-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 12.
I want to make a point to talk about something on that last play. If we see a replay, that is your nose tackle getting out to the receiver out in the flats. When this tackle is made, you will see Buddy Riggin flying out there. Now, that is impressive when you're covering that much field with the nose tackle.
You don't think Buddy Riggin isn't fired up tonight?
He's ready to play.
And showing it early on. 3rd and 12, El Dorado. Trips to the left. Now Jamitri Callaway goes in motion. Fake to him. They're going to fire it out to Kawan Love along the far sideline, and it's incomplete as Chandler Cliff and BRAYDEN Harris were putting pressure on Sixby.
Yeah, they're just teeing off on Sixby right now. Every time he gets rid of the ball, he is just getting belted. They're going to have to find a better way to protect him.
2 guys around the quarterback, 2 guys around the intended receiver. Panthers everywhere on defense tonight. As Dole is going to punt it away, and he punts it a mile high, but only about 20 yards, and it takes a Panther roll, and it's going to be downed at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a 14-yard punt, Terry Benham.
Wow, and when you consider where the drive started, that is a net gain in field position of about 13 yards. So it's excellent field position for the Panthers.
6:30 to go in the first quarter as CASON Mertens carries the play in from Scott Nethery. The Benton Panthers lead the El Dorado Wildcats 7-0. Panthers win 86 yards on their first possession of the football game in under 2 minutes. Very efficient early going for the Benton offenses. Panthers having some confusion on their offensive set, and now Scott Nethery's going to take a timeout. We're going to take it with him. 6:28 to go in the first quarter. Benton leads El Dorado 7-0. This is Benton Panther football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6.
We want to earn your business.
We want to bring you the fastest internet.
At the best prices.
We mean really low prices.
Way lower than you can get anywhere else.
With much faster internet speeds and way better service.
Visit us on our website.
We're here.
We're local and we are Fidelity.
Fidelity Communications, the fastest internet, amazing prices.
Jim Gardner, Terry Benham, Tony Stowers, and Rob Dr. Pepper back at Memorial Stadium in El Dorado. It's 1st and 10 Panthers at their own 48-yard line. CASON Mertens drops back to pass. He's pressured. He's going to run for his life. He's going to get over the 50 and get out of bounds. That's a very smart play for CASON Mertens into El Dorado territory at the 43.
Well, that play broke down quickly, and CASON just made something out of nothing, and not only did he make something out of nothing, he made 9 yards, giving us a short field.
2nd down and 1, Benton at the El Dorado 43-yard line. As Mertens looks over and changes the play, he's going to bring Drew Dyer back to a slot back position. Morrow and Nix to the right, Pepper to the left. Give it off to Brandon Hunter, and that play's going nowhere as Noah Pierce, the defensive end, a 5'11", 205-pound senior, is going to drop Brandon Hunter for a yard loss.
Yeah, it looks like that El Dorado has made a little bit of an adjustment on the outside because it looks like they're getting pretty good pressure from the edges.
Twin receivers to each side. Hunter, the lone back in the backfield. Hunter's going to get the carry. He's hit hard near the 40-yard line. It is going to be a 1st down for the Panthers. That's a tough run right into the center of that line for Brandon Hunter.
Boy, it sure is, and the thing I like is he delivered as much as he took and powered his way through for a 1st down.
Panthers going quickly and now going to swing it out to Hunter, and Hunter has a seam. He's down to the 20, down to the 16-yard line, and the Panthers are in business again in the red zone.
Boy, Brandon Hunter is hot tonight. He saw that hole and exploded through it. It's a nice, fast, hard run by Brandon Hunter.
You already see hands on hips from that El Dorado defense as the Panthers go quick again, swing it out to Brandon Hunter. He gets a block from Drew Dyer, and he gets down near the end zone. They're going to say he is out just inside the 1-yard line.
Told
wow.
you, I'm snake bit this season.
Wow. Brandon Hunter.
I'm not sure if that call came from the sidelines or from Mertens, to be honest, but it was an excellent call and got Brandon out running behind Drew Dyer, who was one-on-one in the flats, and Drew gave him a great block and got him all the way down to the 1.
Heavy set look here as the Panthers bring in Murphy and Brazel. Dyer is the tailback, going to snap it back to Dyer. He's going to flip it to Colton Nix, who's going to run it into the end zone for a touchdown, Panthers. Oh, wow.
The last time I saw that play, I believe we were playing Little Rock Parkview at Little Rock Parkview last year.
Dyer took the direct snap, flipped it to Colton Nix, who could have thrown it to a wide-open CASON Mertens in the end zone. Nix kept it, scored, and the Panthers go up 13-0. Matt Warwick drills the extra point, and with 5:23 to go in the first quarter, it's Benton 14, El Dorado nothing. This is Benton Panther football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6.
Hey, how are you? Good.
Whoa, I just got your text.
Yeah, that fast checkout is great.
Fast, friendly checkout every day at Kroger.
.523 to go in the first quarter. Benton leads El Dorado 14-0. And with our second drive summary for a touchdown tonight, here's Tony Stowers.
I could do this all night. 1 minute and 2 seconds, 7 plays, 60 yards. Panthers up 14-0 on the Wildcats.
Matt Warwick is going to kick off for the Panthers. We'll see if we get that high pooch kick again. And kicks it a little deeper and a little lower this time. It's fielded by Geometry Calloway at the 25. He's running to the far side of the field and gets to the 39 where he's upended by Simeon Watson.
Nice open field tackle by Simeon that time. Let's see what the Panther defense has in store. Something tells me we're going to see a little different wrinkle on this drive.
2 possessions for El Dorado. No first downs.
-4 yards.
-4 total yards. The Panthers are sitting right now at
8 first downs, 96. No, I'm sorry about that. 106 total yards.
1st and 10 Wildcats. They're going to give it off to Kawan Love on a stretch play to the near side, and he's going to get 2 before he's tackled by Dylan Murphy.
Yeah, really nice run support by Kyler Nitschke as well, coming up from that safety position.
So we see that rotation at nose tackle. Mel Hegwood back in there on this possession for the Benton defense. Braylon Alcorn remains in there at linebacker. Bo Brewer at free safety on the heels of an 11 tackle week last week against Lake Hamilton. It's 2nd down and 8 for El Dorado. And now Scott Reed is going to call a timeout. We're going to take it with him. 4:34 to go in the first quarter. It's Benton 14, El Dorado nothing. This is Benton Panther football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local.
For many, financing a house is financing their dream. That's why at Premier Nationwide Lending, we strive to take the stress out of improving your quality of life. Whether a first-time home buyer, a second home investor, or a veteran looking to retire, we have the right loan for you. As the premier mortgage lender in Saline County, our 10 years of experience will ensure a stress-free home buying process. Our unbeatable customer service, commitment to excellence, and great mortgage rates make us the ultimate partner when it comes to buying a home. Call 501-778-1500 today.
El Dorado offense is back on the field. The Panther defense still huddled around Brad Harris receiving instructions. El Dorado with -2 yards of total offense on their second play into their third possession here in the first quarter. 2 receivers to the wide side of the field. Now they're going to bring Callaway in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Kawan Love at quarterback is going to keep it in a wildcat play, and he's going to be up to the 45-yard line. Dylan Murphy in there again for the Panther defense.
I kind of felt like we would see several snaps with Kawan Love as running the wildcat because of the success that Parkview had and the success that Texarkana had with that running quarterback.
Sixby back at quarterback. Kawan Love is in a sidecar to his right. Sixby rolls out, gets protection. They try to complete the pass on the far sideline to Blake Cunningham, and he can't come up with it as Preston Stone was there on coverage.
Yeah, good coverage by Preston. He threw a nice ball, but Preston got there at the same time the ball did and broke up the receiver's rhythm.
So for the third time in 3 possessions, El Dorado will punt it away as Caleb Dull will punt for El Dorado. Colton Nix, who averages 15.7 yards per return, is back at his own 20-yard line for the Panthers. Dull, very slow to get his foot into it, but again, another very, very high punt that Colton Nix will fair catch at the 20-yard line. Guys, Freddie Reinhardt and I stopped at First Security Bank to get some money before we made the drive down today. And I'm telling you, the tellers at First Security really outdid themselves today. In their Halloween costume, their 70s themed decor. If you're looking for a bank in Benton that is really invested in the community with great friendly people, drop by a First Security Bank location. They're only in Arkansas, and they're proud supporters of the Benton Panthers on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6. First Security Bank. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Drew Dyer gets the carry, and he's going to be snowed under after a 2-yard gain. Ball popped free, but they marked him down at the 22-yard line. Noah Pierce in on the tackle. He's been a name we called a lot tonight for the El Dorado defense.
Well, he's a good football player. He's very active, flies around to the ball, and that's one of the key matchups I was kind of watching tonight was to see how he did as compared to Roy Blaylock, and they've got them matched up right now.
2nd down and 8 Panthers. Mertens takes the snap and tries to get it to Colton Nix, and that ball is going to be knocked away from Colton by Destin Miller, the junior cornerback for El Dorado.
Guys, I want to tell you something. I hope people get a chance to watch that because there's a lot of guys playing on Saturdays that cannot make that throw. He absolutely threaded the needle on that. That was a beautiful ball by CASON Mertens.
3rd down and 8 for for the Panthers at their own 22. Trip receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Nethery signaling in a play change as the trip receivers adjust on the wide side of the field. Mertens pressured. Mertens eludes the pressure, throws it downfield, attempting to get it to Trey Pepper, and it's going to be incomplete, and it'll be 4th down Benton.
Yeah, CASON threw that ball away. All of his receivers were covered. It was a nice job by the El Dorado defense in covering the receivers, and CASON did a great job of just getting the ball down in the dirt.
So for the first time tonight, we'll see one of the better punters in the state of Arkansas, Brayden Harris, who averages 45.8 yards per punt. Punted away, Blake Cunningham is back to return for El Dorado. Harris puts his foot into it. The ball is going to bound at the El Dorado 45 and be down there by Preston Stone. So, guys, we've seen each team with 3 possessions so far. Your assessment, Terry?
Well, I think the Panthers are doing what they do on offense, which is moving the ball very efficiently, spreading the ball around, and doing all of the little things that they do well. El Dorado is showing us about what we expected, a whole lot of number 7 and the inability to throw the ball deep. Let's just hope those trends continue.
A triple I formation, 2 fullbacks in front of Kawan Love, and Love breaks it. He's at the 45. He's going to be tackled from behind by Buddy Riggin, but El Dorado just overpowered the Panthers that time at the point of attack. And Mitchell Emmerich, the outstanding fullback for El Dorado, comes up gimpy.
Yeah, that was a missed tackle on the outside. I missed the number, but Buddy Riggin covering the whole field and getting downfield to make the tackle. I guess technically he got downtown.
Yes, he did. El Dorado continuing to go with that power luck this time, and Benton is going to jump off sides as Sixby went with the hard count and Chandler Cliff jumped. It'll be a 5-yard penalty on Benton, and El Dorado will have 1st and 5 at the Panther 37.
Hey, you know what? In the world of penalties, that's one I'll take. Sets up a 1st and 5. This is probably an area where El Dorado is gonna look at a good play action pass right here, try to go over the top.
They're going to stay in that 3-back look. Sixby is the quarterback. Jacoby Singleton, the up back. Mitchell Emmerich right behind him. Kawan Love is the tailback. Power set to the right. Give it to Kawan Love. He's trying to patiently find a hole, and he's going to have about 5 yards as El Dorado's big 300-pound offensive line pushed the pile very near the first down.
Almost looked like a military formation. They say, Kawan, you run to the front, and we're all going to run behind you and just push you forward.
Well, they had some success last week against Pine Bluff at this very thing, keeping the ball between the tackles, using that big line where they don't have to be super quick and just pushing. And they've been getting some penetration into the Panther defense on this drive.
It is enough for a 1st down at the Benton 32. Again, give it to Love, just on a power run that time. And Love is going to be hit by Ben Brazel. He falls forward down to the Benton 28. It's a gain of 4, 2nd and 6 Wildcats.
Yeah, half of that gain was from the hit that Ben Brazel put on him. Ben knocked him about 2 to 3 yards forward on that play.
A minute 20 to go in the first quarter. Panthers lead 14-0. Is El Dorado not in a hurry on offense? No tempo from the Wildcats on offense. They're just trying to power it down Benton's throat on this drive. 6B again to Love. Love behind that big offensive line is going to be very near another El Dorado 1st down.
Boy, Love is carrying that ball out really wide. He was lucky that Panthers didn't get a hand on that time and cause a turnover.
They mark it just shy of the 22-yard line. It's going to be 3rd. No, they're going to give him a 1st down. They had marked it as 3rd down, and without a measurement, give them a 1st down at the 22-yard line. Again, 3 backs in the backfield, a tight end to the right, a single receiver to the left, a give to Kawan Love, and Bo Brewer is the first one to hit him in the Panthers secondary down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that big offensive line is getting into a rhythm now. They've gotten some big holes over the last 3 plays and are getting Love into the secondary.
8 yards on 1st down for the Wildcats. 2nd and 2 El Dorado at the Benton 14-yard line. Tight end to the right, receiver to the left, 3 men in the backfield as 6B is just going to sneak it ahead.
Yeah, I don't think he got that.
The Panther defense converges and drops him on what is the final play of the first quarter. A first quarter that the Benton Panthers lead 14-0 here on Fox Sports Arkansas, 690 AM and 99.7 FM, and on Fidelity Local 6.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you.
Tell you, the drive down here today was spectacular. Seems like the fall colors are always prettier on a cloudy day, and they were beautiful today. And the turning of the leaves can only mean one thing. It's going to get colder, and it won't be too long. You're going to need your furnace ready to go, Terry Benham. And if it needs to be serviced, you can give Robert Langford at RKL Heating and Air a call at 315-7300. RKL Heating and Air for all your heating and cooling needs. The first play of the second quarter is another power run on the left side of the line to Kawan Love. And the Panther defense is going to drop him at the 11, very near another El Dorado first down.
Well, he got the first down, but he earned every single inch of it. The Panthers have really tightened up up front, and now it's big boy football up in the trenches right now.
Joe Nally is in there for the Panthers on defense. Mel Hegwood and Buddy Riggin are together on the inside of that Panther defensive line as the adjustment has been made, and the Panthers are stacking the line of scrimmage. El Dorado is going to continue to try that to Kawan Love, and he's going to get to the end zone. A touchdown, El Dorado, on an 11-yard run for Kawan Love.
Well, it's a nice seal block to the inside on the linebacker. It left Love out one-on-one with Preston Madison. He just had a bad angle on him, and he went untouched into the end zone.
A very different strategy for the El Dorado offense on that drive. Not trying to spread the Panthers out, just trying to run it down their throat. And El Dorado with success as they reach the end zone. Caleb Dole to kick the extra point. And it is going to be no good as it hits the right upright and bounds away. No good. 11:34 to go in the second quarter. Benton leads El Dorado 14-6. This is Benton Panther football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6. .34 to go in the second quarter. Benton leads El Dorado 14-6 here tonight in a very big 6A South Conference battle. It's week number 9, and the Benton Panthers and Pine Bluff Zebras are both undefeated and tied atop the 6A South Conference. Brennan Claypool is going to kick off for the Wildcats. It's going to be fielded by Simeon Watson. We've got a flag that blew it dead, and El Dorado was offside. So let's go down for our first sideline report tonight to Rob Pepper. Rob, your assessment from field level of how this game's going so far.
Well, so far it's going great for the Panthers, and I think for the El Dorado Wildcats, they're just trying to find their identity right now, what's going to work best versus our defense. And I was listening on Coach Harris on his defense a little while ago, and he said just keep bringing the wood, keep playing intense, and make them make the mistakes. And I know we went to a cover zero look there in that last series when they went to that power look, and we're going to have to stay physical with that big offensive line.
Appreciate Rob and Lindsey K. Winters tuning in back in Benton tonight, supporting the Panthers. Brennan Claypool is going to kick it off. El Dorado does not come offside that time. Drew Dyer is going to catch it on the run at the 35. He's going to be up to the 45 before he is dropped there. And so another short field for the Panthers, 55 yards away.
Well, I mean, you got to love the starting field position. Anytime you start the ball off on your own 45-yard line, that's a great way to start a drive.
Appreciate Judd Hart tuning in tonight to Benton Panther football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6. Got a lot of folks tuning in tonight back in Saline County. 1st and 10 Panthers, ball very near midfield, 5 yards away on the 45-yard line of Benton. Swing it out to Brandon Hunter, and he's going to be very near a first down. It looked almost like a horse collar tackle, but it's going to be an 8-yard gain.
Well, that sure looked like a horse collar to me, and it buckled Brandon's leg up underneath him, and he's hurt. Trainers are running out on the field. Let's just hope it's nothing serious because he's having a great night tonight.
And as we see the replay on the Fidelity Local 6 broadcast, tackled by Rhett Connor, and you're exactly right, Terry, just bent back underneath him. And Brandon very gingerly coming off the field with the help of the Benton training staff. Mike McConaughey, outstanding trainer.
Yeah, that
doesn't look good, does it?
That didn't look good. Let's just hope that that Brandon is okay.
Preston Stone will check in for Brandon Hunter as he has made his way with assistance to the sideline. 2nd down and 2 Panthers. CASON Mertens going to pass it to Drew Dyer, and they're going to say it was incomplete as he was stripped of the ball by Montre Marshall, the linebacker of El Dorado. And fortunately for the Panthers, that was ruled incomplete.
Yeah, he never had that ball. I don't know what all the conversation's about, but he never had that ball. It's going to bring up a critical 3rd and 2. Looks like Dylan Murphy's checking in. Could see a good power run right here.
Murphy and Dyer will be your running backs. Pepper, Nix, and Morrow, your receivers. Murphy is going to be moved by CASON Mertens to the right side of the formation, and the Panthers are going to power it with Drew Dyer, and Drew is going to be over the 45-yard line. That should be enough for a Benton Panther first down.
Yeah, good hard run by Drew, and a good patient run by Drew. He really picked the right hole and got himself to the first down.
Panthers are 3 of 4 on 3rd downs.
Preston Stone is going to check into the lineup as Dylan Murphy is going to come out. Panthers are going to go 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Stone, the lone running back, alongside Mertens, and Mertens is going to overthrow Drew Dyer in the flat.
Well, I think there was a mix-up. Either CASON threw the wrong route or one of the receivers didn't run the right route, but he definitely threw it where he threw it on purpose, and the receiver wasn't there.
2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. 10:43 to go, and we had a penalty marker that was thrown by the umpire. They're going to back Benton up, and Scott Nethery getting an explanation from the lineman. 10-yard penalty assessed, and I didn't even see the flag out there on the field, did Tony?
It could have been for offensive pass interference.
On?
Us.
We're not going to name names. 1st and 20 Panthers back at their own 45-yard line. Tony will explain shortly. Right after Colton Nix catches a touchdown pass from CASON Mertens. Wow, Colton got wide open.
I'm not sure what just happened there, but Colton Nix didn't have anybody within 15 yards of him.
The El Dorado secondary was all kind of confused as both safeties covered to the center of the field. Colton Nix came toward the Benton sideline and was left wide open. It was a great pitch, a great catch, and a great touchdown for Benton as Warwick tacks on the extra point. 21-6. Benton leads, and we're going to keep it here and see if Matt Johnson can rack that replay for us, because that was a thing of beauty, Terry Benham, and you can walk us through it as we see the replay. Just amazing how wide open Colton Nix got on that play.
Well, it really was, you know, and it was obviously a deep ball pass, and I think that CASON just thought, oh my goodness, how is he that wide open? You know, I remember a couple of years ago, Benton would score deep touchdown passes because Tariq Bogard, who was our quarterback, he was a running quarterback, and so they didn't think that he could throw it 60 in the air, and well, he could. And so a lot of times we would get receivers deep like that, and maybe that was the way it happened this time, Tony.
Well, you know, I've never played quarterback, but you talk to quarterbacks, and they say that's the hardest throw to make when somebody has 15 yards of green between them and the defender, and he put it right on the money.
Tyler Smith and Rhett Connor, the safeties for El Dorado, both converged on Grayson Morrow and left Colton Nix uncovered. CASON Mertens saw it, and the Panthers take advantage of it as El Dorado is going to receive the Matt Warwick kickoff, and Keyshawn Green is just going to run out of bounds at the 34-yard line. So Benton leads 21-6, 10:31 to go in the first half. Tony Stowers with a touchdown drive summary for Benton.
5 plays in 51 seconds. They go 55 yards. And a good bit of it on the pass. Matter of fact, every bit of it on the pass as it ended up. And our Panthers lead 21-6.
El Dorado going to continue with that full house backfield. Tight end is to the right, receiver to the left, and they're just going to power ahead to Kawan Love, who has running room into the Panther secondary. He's tripped up by Braylon Alcorn at midfield, falls forward to the Benton 49, and it's another big gain on the ground for the Wildcats.
Yeah, El Dorado's doing something right in the second level of our defense, and I haven't picked up on it just yet, but that's about the last probably 10 plays. We're having trouble in the second level when he breaks the line of scrimmage. Let's see what happens here.
Nitschke and Brazel up on the line. Kawan Love over his right tackle is going to pick up 5 yards on first down, and the Wildcats not getting 3 yards in a cloud of dust, but more than that, Terry, on the ground.
Yeah, now they're just starting to lean forward and run into it, and that was another great run.
You know, you have a back of Love's ability. You just got to create one hole. You give him one hole and give him 2 or 3 yards, he's going to do his own thing. And that's what they're doing. They're running straight ahead, giving him one hole.
2nd down and 5, Wildcats at the Benton 44. Again, just a power run off left tackle, and the Panthers defended it much better that time. As Ben Brazel was there on the tackle. Joe Nally as well, a senior, getting some quality minutes on the Benton defensive line.
Yeah, it's a good run that time. Or good defensive play that time by Ben Brazel, getting underneath and submarining his legs. Got him down for a 2-yard gain. This is a big 3rd down for the Panther defense. They need to get off the field right here.
3rd down and 2, Wildcats at the Benton 41-yard line. 9 minutes to go in the first half. Panthers lead 21-6. They're going to run a counter tray this time to a different running back. They put Anthony Thomas back there. He's a little quicker than Kawan Love to the hole, and he's going to have the first down to the Benton 34-yard line.
Well, I think they must have challenged their offensive line and said, hey, we've got to establish number 7 or the rest of this stuff isn't going to open up. And now they're starting to see some of those other plays that were getting smothered are starting to open up because they've established the run.
Bo Brewer in on the last tackle for the Panther defense. First down, Wildcats at the Benton 34. Again, the give is to Thomas, and Braylon Alcorn got a hold of his ankle and wouldn't let go till help arrived. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 Wildcats.
Well, that's a good play right there because for the first time this drive, they're in a 2nd and long situation. So now hopefully the Panthers can man up again and get them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
As the Wildcats look to the sideline, Kawan Love back in there at tailback. They're going to go power to the right. Tight end, 2 fullbacks to the right. Going to fake it to Love. Sixby's going to roll out. He's going to – oh, that was almost an amazing interception by Preston Stone as they ran the play-action pass, tried to complete it to Jacoby Singleton. and Preston Stone, laying on his back, almost came up with the INT.
What a great break on the ball, and as you're watching it, look at that play. Oh, man, almost. What a fantastic defensive play by Preston.
I'm nobody's football coach, as I've said many times this season. Why do you throw the ball there when you're running the ball so well? I don't get it. I don't get it. Somebody going to have to explain it to me.
You and me both. 3rd down and 8 Wildcats. Power set to the right. They're going to go back to the counter tray to the left, and the Panther defense is going to meet Love. He's able to push forward down to the Panther 27. It's going to be 2 yards short, and it'll leave El Dorado in 4th down.
That's going to be a big 4th down, too. And there was a big tangle up down at the bottom. I think there's a couple that thought the ball was loose, but his knee was down, and now it's going to set up a 4th and 3.
Yeah, the field goals aren't going to do you any good in this game. Benton's going to score way too many points for a field goal to do you any good. They're going to go for this.
Braden Harris and Kyler Nitschke in on the last tackle. 4th down, El Dorado. Big play here in the first half. Power set, tight end to the right. Single receiver to the left. Singleton and Emmerich are the upbacks in front of Kawan Love. Sixby takes the snap, gives to Love. He's trying to pick his way to the first down, and he does. Down to the Benton 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down, El Dorado.
Nice job, a patient run by Kawan Love. He could have been stopped 2 or 3 different times, but he just hid behind his blockers and waited till something opened up.
That's just a good running back right there.
That's it.
Kyler Nitschke in on the tackle for the Panthers. Hole not there. Love patiently bounced it outside and picks up a key 1st down for the Wildcats as the clock ticks down to 6:45 in the 2nd quarter. Again, Love off the left side, and he's going to be down to the 20-yard line as Dylan Murphy and Braylon Alcorn converge to make the tackle.
That was a good defensive play, too. It's going to leave them 2nd and, 7?
2nd and 7, correct.
Yeah.
Junior Hendricks is going to check in for Simeon Watson on this play. The Benton defense looking to Brad Harris for some direction on the sideline. Ben Brazel and Kyler Nitschke are on the end of the Benton defensive line. 8 men in the box for the Panther defense, and Love is going to power down inside the 10-yard line to the 9-yard line. Dylan Murphy in on the tackle. Dylan shaking his hand as he comes up from the tackle. Preston Stone as well in there on the tackle for the Benton defense. And we've got a timeout as Brad Harris wants to talk to his troops. 6:01 to go in the 2nd quarter. Benton leads El Dorado 21-6. This is Benton Panther football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6.
Say you'll get rid of Fido. Say it. Oh, never. I don't want to pick sides, but I love Fido. The grandkids love Fido.
I love both grandmas, but I can't watch any more VCR tapes.
They can record hundreds of hours of their favorite show in HD to watch when they come over.
Looks like we're keeping Fido.
Get Fido, the brand new whole home DVR and entertainment experience from Fidelity. Call now to add it to your TV.
.601 to go in the first half. Benton leads El Dorado 21-6, and with a sideline report, here is Rob Sergeant Pepper.
Guys, I was just checking on Brandon Hunter. He said he just tweaked his ankle. They taped him up, and he said he should be good to go for the rest of the game.
Holy smokes, man. That's a tough football player out there, guys. He had his whole leg rolled up underneath him, and he's just going to tape it up and play on.
Saw Terry kind of cringe when we saw that replay earlier. Looked awful ugly, but Brandon Hunter, a tough kid. Let's see if the Panther defense can get tough right here. 1st and goal, El Dorado at the Benton 9-yard line. They give it to Kawan Love, and Benton just absolutely covers him up for a loss of 1.
That was an outstanding defensive play led by Buddy Riggin right there on the defensive nose. He came over to the left-hand side and met Love at the line of scrimmage and then just bulldogged him down.
Dawson Morris as well coming in from linebacker. Benton just shooting the A-gap that time, meeting Love before he could get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal, El Dorado back at the 10-yard line now as they're going to go power to the right. Now they're going to flip the formation and move the power to the left. Going to run the zone stretch to Love. Love reverses his field. He's got nowhere to go, and Kyler going to drop him all the way back at the 20.
What a great play by Kyler Nitschke coming up with run support. And, you know, Love almost got away from him one time, and he just grabbed a hold of him and said, not this time, big boy, you're going down. Excellent play by Kyler.
The Panthers have been on the money on the slow developing plays tonight. When it's El Dorado just hitting between the tackles, Panthers have struggled early on. But back-to-back wonderful plays by the Benton defense has El Dorado in 3rd and goal at the 20-yard line.
And, guys, this is where we want to be. If we can put them in 3rd and long, you know, that's just a good place for us.
And there is confusion on the El Dorado sideline. Going to snap it back. Sixby's pressure.
How about a hold? There you go.
Thank you. Buddy Riggin is going to sack Sixby back at the 25. Chandler Clift was held, but I think Benton will decline this.
I apologize. That's my 3rd breach of press box etiquette this season.
Well, you would have to be blind to miss that hold.
Holding on El Dorado is declined by the Panthers as Chandler Cliff was held, and Buddy Riggin with a sack, his 3rd sack of the season for the Panther defense, and El Dorado now faces 4th and goal at the 25-yard line. And as the personnel changes on the field, Scott Reed is going to send his kicker, Caleb Dull, on to try a 42-yard field goal.
Well, I haven't seen this guy kick. Has anyone seen it?
He's 2 of 3 on the season, field goals. Snap back. Oh, the snap hit the ground. That's going nowhere, as the snap never even reached the holder.
Fellas, that is a huge, huge defensive stand by the Benton Panthers.
El Dorado has the ball 13 plays and takes almost 7 minutes off the clock, and it's an empty trip.
Wow.
And they had 1st and goal at the 9.
Yep.
The drive ends at the 30. What a great job, a bend but don't break job by that Benton defense.
That's exactly right. And, boy, they dug in at the right time. And, you know, we've seen a couple of these stands prior to this game throughout the season where they've gotten down in the red zone and just got their back up and made a stand. And what a great stand by the Panthers.
Boy, if you're a Wildcat, that's a backbreaker.
Panthers hurrying to the line of scrimmage. Preston Stone and Drew Dyer in the backfield. Mertens takes the snap. He rolls to the near side. He gets it to Preston Stone, who's going to have 1st down yardage at the 42.
Excellent route out into the flats on the left-hand side. Good 1st down. And now the Panthers are coming out with a rhythm.
Our first score update of the night comes from Jordan Stadium in Pine Bluff, where Sheridan leads Pine Bluff 7-6 in the 2nd quarter.
That's just a tease.
Drew Dyer is going to be tackled by Montre Marshall at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Now, come on, our wives' alma mater could pull the biggest upset in the history of Arkansas high school football. Come on.
That would be an absolute huge. Of course, that's a big rivalry game for Sheridan.
After being at the Palace last week, I'm not believing any Pine Bluff scores from now on.
Yeah, exactly. 2nd and 9 Panthers at their own 43, 3:18 to go in the 1st half. Great catch by Trey Pepper into El Dorado territory at the 45.
Good, strong play right there. CASON made a great pass, and Trey covered the ball. 1st down Panthers, and the Panthers are now on a drive. And I will tell you this, guys, they drive down and score right here, and you're going to see some air come out of the balloon.
Mertens going to swing it out to Dyer to the far side. He eludes 2 tackles and is going to take it down to the 36-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain on 1st down, 2nd and 1 Benton.
Hey, you know, Roy Blaylock was downfield still blocking people about the time that Drew got tackled. We were lucky we didn't get a flag right there. But I love the effort from Roy Blaylock.
Playing to the whistle, Roy Blaylock, the pride of the Cherokee Fishing Club in Northeast Texas. And they are usually watching us on Friday night at the Cherokee Fishing Club. CASON Mertens going deep to Colton Nix. He's got him again. Oh, Colton can't pull it in. Just off his fingertips down at the 2-yard line.
Tony, what a beautiful pass.
It was a beautiful pass. CASON's kind of in a rhythm now. He completed his last 4 up till that one, and that one was –
that ball
that was where only Nix could catch it.
Yep, that ball was on the money. What a beautiful throw.
It's a great chance to take on 2nd and 1. It leaves you in 3rd down and 1 at the El Dorado 36-yard line. Snap back, give off to Drew Dyer. Dyer's got the first down to the El Dorado 31-yard line as that Panther offensive line surges forward. Drew Dyer running hard, and Benton has another first down.
Well, and if you watch Jonathan Hall there on defense, you can see why they're plus 14, because he had no intention of tackling Drew Dyer. He was tackling football all the way.
First down pass out to Colton Nix. He makes a move back to the center of the field and is going to pick up 4 yards on first down to the El Dorado 27.
Nice little bubble screen. Leaves a good manageable 2nd down.
We're under the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. Benton leading El Dorado 21-6. Panthers driving at the El Dorado 26. Stone, Morrow, and Nix split to the right. Pepper to the left. Dyer is to the right side of Mertens. Pump fake, looking downfield. Mertens pressured, and Mertens is going to be dropped at the 27. It's going to be a 1-yard loss, but boy, again, it could have been much worse. CASON eludes the first hit, and it's going to go down at the 27-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 6, Benton.
Yeah, if you're me, you want CASON to get down in those situations. He's a tough competitor, and he's not going to go down. But, boy, I'd hate to see him get tangled up.
Again, trips to the right. Single receiver to the left. Mertens rolling to the right, looking downfield, continues to roll to the right. Now he forces one. It's going to be intercepted. And that ball is picked off by Randall Coleman, and Randall Coleman is going to take it all the way back for an El Dorado score. Boy, you don't see that happen hardly ever. And CASON's first interception of the year is going to be run back for an El Dorado touchdown.
Well, and I can see the expression on his face right now. He's sick to death. He knows he forced that ball, but the good news is he gets to come back on the field and start a new drive. You just got to put this one behind him.
43 seconds to go in the first half, and El Dorado has cut into the Panther lead. It's 21-12. Scott Nethery has his offense lined up. He's going, or Scott Reed, excuse me, going to go for 2 here. As the Wildcats will look to.
Big conversion here.
Yeah. Cut it to 7. 21-12.
You know, got a little time here. I'm not so sure I wouldn't kick here. Keep it a one possession game. Chasing points a little bit. Could work out for him.
A little early in the game.
73's coming in.
Yeah, now
they're going to kick.
They are going to kick it. Caleb Dull is the kicker. The last time El Dorado tried to kick, the snap didn't even reach the holder. Let's see if that happens again. Clean. Nope. I tell you what, Simeon Watson is going to be offsides, but guys, that snap rolled back to the holder again.
Yeah, now they're not going to kick. Now they're going to run.
So that will move the ball to the 1-yard line. Scott Reed has called his kick team off the field, and it appears as if El Dorado will go for it now. It's 21-12, and El Dorado is going to attempt a 2-point conversion. As Kawan Love and the offense come out onto the field, John Sixby will be the quarterback. Singleton and Emmerich will be the power backs. Burhoff is the tight end to the right. They're going to go in the stack I formation. Give it to Love, off right tackle. He lunges for the end zone, and he did not get it. That's a big stand for the Panther defense to keep this a 2-score game.
That is an outstanding stand. I mean, you basically held that offensive line and that running back from getting 3 feet. That is pretty significant.
And when you think about it, that's 1,505 pounds of offensive line.
Yes.
They average 301 pounds per man
That's
across
right.
that front line, and the Benton defense holds.
Andy Hodges says that's the biggest pregame meal budget in the state.
21-12, Benton leads El Dorado. Is El Dorado on a Randall Coleman? How many yards did you give him on that interception return?
79.
79-yard interception return for Randall Coleman. The cornerback for El Dorado, a 5'11", 155-pound senior. His second interception of the season for the El Dorado defense. And now the Benton Panthers will prepare to return a kick from Brendan Claypool.
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of a kick they're about to get either.
Boy, we saw Cabot in the junior high game last night on side one out of this look right here. All bunched up. Now they are going to break. Spread out, and El Dorado lines their up men right up on the line at the 40. Very interesting kick coverage formation for the Wildcats. Claypool is going to kick it on the ground, and it's going to be fielded by Nitschke. He's going to take it out of bounds at the 43. So Benton in great shape here, guys, at the 43-yard line with 42 seconds left.
With a timeout, this is an eternity for Scott Netherly.
Yeah.
They're going to mark him out at the 44. So the Panthers in really good shape here to score before halftime. Now it looks like Benton's just going to, well, hey. Now we know Nethery has a bag of tricks right here. Yep, there you go. As the Panthers went with the, was that a guard around, guys? Drew Dyer carried the football, and El Dorado was ready for it as Benton lined up in the victory look. Looked like they were going to take a knee and go to halftime. Drew Dyer carried the ball, but no gain, and now the clock is ticked down to 15 seconds, and it appears Benton's going to let it run out here on the first half.
Well, he may wait and call a timeout where there's only time for one play. No, they're gonna
let it run out.
It was very suspenseful.
It's halftime at Memorial Stadium in El Dorado, Arkansas. Benton leads El Dorado tonight 21-12 at halftime. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with a halftime guest here tonight.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be. For you. First Security Bank. Only in Arkansas.
Getting more for your money is simpler than you might think. When you shop at Kroger, you get low prices throughout the store, weekly specials, great value from our quality brands, digital coupons, and even fuel points to help you save at the pump. No spin, just savings, pure and simple. Great food, low prices at Kroger.
In Arkansas, over 600 cars a day illegally pass the school bus, putting lives at risk. So Everett is joining area schools to promote the Flashing Red, Kids Ahead school bus safety program. Always stop when you see the flashing red lights of a school bus. Children's lives depend on it. And report drivers to your county prosecutor if they don't stop. School bus safety is everyone's responsibility. Remember, Flashing Red, Kids Ahead. Sponsored by Everett.
Back here at Memorial Stadium in El Dorado, Arkansas, it's halftime, and the Benton Panthers lead the El Dorado Wildcats tonight, 21-12. Terry, a very entertaining first half.
Yeah, it is. We talked about it early that you can't make mistakes against this team, and we really only made one big one, but boy, it was a big one, and it cost us 6 points.
6 points, yeah.
And Panthers still lead 21-12.
Let's talk a little bit about sports on Fox Sports Arkansas, AM 690 and FM 99.7. 1 week from tonight, the Maroon Gray basketball game will be held at the Benton Sports Arena. Basketball season is right around the corner, and Andy Hodges will be the voice of Benton Panther basketball this year. He'll have a broadcast of Maroon Gray activities next Friday night from the Benton Sports Arena. Want to remind you that Dallas Cowboy football is on 690 AM and 99.7 FM, and also each Monday night you can listen to Monday Night Football on 690 and 99.7. Also, want to encourage everybody to come out Tuesday night for the Salt Cup, the junior high version of the Salt Bowl, as the Benton Panthers and the Bryan Hornets will play for a Central Arkansas Junior High Conference Championship. Both teams come in to next Tuesday's game 8-1 overall, 7-1 in the conference. And so the winner between Benton and Bryan on Tuesday night will leave not only with bragging rights but with a conference championship. Going to broadcast both the 8th grade and the freshman games next Tuesday night from the Palace. 8th graders will kick off at 5:30 and the freshman game to follow. The broadcast will begin with John Penn and Scotty Nally calling the action at 5:20 on Tuesday night. We're joined at halftime up here in the press box tonight by Mark Ballesteri, head coach of Benton baseball. Good to see you, Coach.
Good to see you.
Let's go back to last year for a minute. You got the Benton baseball team into a state championship game.
Yeah, I really don't know if I want to go back there.
Well,
I want to get back there again.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it was a great season for your team.
We had a great year. We just fell a little short right there at the end, but I was very proud of them. They, we had a target on our back pretty much all year, and we just fell short right there at the end. But I was real proud of them.
Conference champions, everything rolling until that final game. Got way behind the 8 ball in that championship game, but the guys really battled. I mean, you made it close there at the end.
They did. I mean, we believed we could win the game all the way till the end, and we just ran out of innings. When you give up that big of a lead, it's just tough to come back and overcome all that. It's right there at the end. So
yeah. So baseball season is still several months down the road, but you guys have already been getting after it a little bit, hadn't you?
Yeah, we started 3 weeks. This will be we just finished our second full week, and the kids are working hard. I think we've got 25 kids in there right now that don't do anything but play baseball, and we've got a super nice indoor facility where we got our own weight room and got indoor hitting cages, and they've been hitting the weights real hard, and we've done some conditioning, and then of course we're doing a little hitting here and there, and we're doing a throwing program right now. So, we're going to be ahead of the 8 ball, when we get started, and these football guys, and they're in great shape. So we're not real worried about their conditioning, and that's really what we're focusing on right now.
Mm-hmm. So as you look at this coming year's ball club, kind of give us pitchers, fielders, catchers. Some names to be on the lookout for, guys that you're counting on when it comes into the 2016 season.
Well, we've got 4 kids coming back that have been starting since they were pretty much freshmen, and 3 of them are going to a Division I school. They've already committed, and that's both Nixes and Brinson Williams. The Nixes are going to Arkansas State, and Brinson Williams going to UCA. And then we got Drew Dyer coming back, and he's getting recruited by 2 or 3 different schools. He's been offered by Henderson State, and Delta State's looking at him. UCA's showed some interest here lately, and so we got that core group right there is going to be the backbone of our team. But we've also got some other guys. Jack Jumper's coming back. I don't want to leave anybody out. It's been a while since I've been around them, but we got Kyler Nitschke had a good end of the year last year, and we got Gunnar Smith's going to be healthy this year, so we're looking forward to him to getting back out on the mound some, and then Jake Kraushore's back. He was out all last year with mono, and so we don't know what he's going to do, but he's another lefty that we're looking forward to, and then we got a couple young guys. Got to move in from Bryant that might give us an opportunity to, see some things. He's a lefty. And then we got Drew Chilton that's going to probably be our shortstop this year. And I think he would have got a lot of playing time last year. He had an injury during Christmas break and had a shoulder issue, and he's back 100%. So we're looking forward to him to step it up. And we're going to have a battle at 2 or 3 different positions. First base, second base is going to be, the 2 big positions we've got to fill, and everything else is guys that are coming back, and we got some, we'll have a little depth at every position. So, we feel pretty good about where we're at.
A lot of returning starters, a lot of experience coming back. But correct me if I'm wrong, isn't Sheridan going to have quite a bit back as well?
No, they lost.
Did they?
I think they lost 8 of their, or 7 of their 9 starters.
Okay.
But they've got a good young bunch, so they're going to be. It's going to. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not us and them in the championship game again. And I really do. They're well coached, and they're going to get better as the year goes on because they're going to be so young. But we're going to be senior led, and we've been waiting on this year for a long time. And I felt like we were the best team there last year, and just came up short. And, we're not going to settle for anything less than getting back to Baum Stadium and finishing the deal this year.
Yeah.
So.
Get that trophy in the trophy case.
That's right.
So
That's right.
I hadn't asked you in a while, how's Brooks doing? He's
doing great. He's a redshirt junior at UCA and had a great fall. They just finished up their World Series last night, and his team won the World Series. So, but he had a great fall, and I think he's going to have a chance at being their shortstop. So we're looking forward to seeing him, represent Benton out there.
And a lot closer to home.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
No more trips way over to East Mississippi.
That's right, that's right. I got an opportunity to see him play a lot this fall, so it was nice to drive 30, 40 minutes away and get to see him play. So, but we're looking forward to their season. They got a tough schedule. They're playing Oregon State, Oklahoma State. They're playing Vanderbilt. They opened the year up at UCA with a big series with Missouri State.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
They got a good ball club.
Yeah. Brooks Ballesteri. Many of you will remember that name from not only Benton Panther baseball, but Benton Panther football as well.
Sure.
He and Greg Pryor, kind of the twins together through a lot of their career. Talk about UCA schedule and Brooks. What about your schedule next year? Any big highlights on the schedule?
We try to beef up our schedule as much as we can. We played Fayetteville last year. We tried to get a game with them again. They're going to be quite a bit down from what they've been in the past, and but we're playing Bryant again. That's going to be a big highlight. They've got probably the best pitching staff in the state. They got 2 kids that signed with Arkansas, and actually 3 that's committed to Arkansas, and all of them are pitchers. So, that's going to be a big highlight just for the experience of playing. Hopefully we're going to get to see one of those 3 guys, and, we'll need that right before the state tournament. Play Little Rock Catholic. They're going to be one of the best teams in 7A. Playing North Little Rock again. Cabot has got almost everybody back from last year, and they're going to be a good ball club. Other than that, we got our big tournament that we host at the beginning of the year, and then we host another tournament during spring break, and there's always real good teams in that. So, we're trying to play as many good teams as we can.
A lot of 7A teams on that schedule.
I try to get almost all 7A teams in our non-conference.
Yeah.
So I think we're playing Arkadelphia. They're supposed to be one of the best teams in 4A again. So, the teams that in non-conference games, I try to get as many good teams as we can possibly play.
Yeah. Boy, it'll be fun. Looking forward to spring and some Benton Panther baseball. And the longtime coach of the Benton Panthers, Mark Ballesteri, has joined us here at halftime. Mark, thanks a bunch. Appreciate you coming in.
I appreciate it.
All right, Benton Panther baseball. A lot to look forward to in the spring. Panthers, of course, in the state championship game this year. Fell a little bit short against Sheridan, and Coach Ballesteri and the crew looking to bring that championship trophy home. in 2016. We're going to step aside and take another 2-minute break here at halftime as Benton leads El Dorado 21-12. This is Benton Panther football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6.
Hey, how are you? Good.
Whoa, I just got your text.
Yeah, that fast checkout is great.
Fast, friendly checkout every day at Kroger.
For many, financing a house is financing their dream. That's why at Premier Nationwide Lending, we strive to take the stress out of improving your quality of life. Whether a first-time home buyer, a second home investor, or a veteran looking to retire, we have the right loan for you. As the premier mortgage lender in Saline County, our 10 years of experience will ensure a stress-free home buying process. Our unbeatable customer service, commitment to excellence, and great mortgage rates make us the ultimate partner when it comes to buying a home. Call 501-778-1500 today to learn how we can make your dreams come true. Or visit.
It's 21-12 here at halftime in El Dorado tonight as Benton leads El Dorado. Order has been restored at Jordan Stadium. Pine Bluff leads Sheridan 22-7. At halftime, the tease is over. Terry, our wives' alma mater, is succumbing right now to the Zebras, which if form holds in the second half, and there's still a lot of football to be played.
There is.
But it sets up the potential for two undefeated teams to meet for a winner-take-all conference championship game next Thursday night at the Palace.
Well, you know, that's one of the biggest dangers I thought coming into this game was looking forward. I don't think the Panthers are doing that. They seem to be focused. They're playing a good football team, and we've got a good football game going on. But, you know, that game next week will be really big, and it'll be at our house. And if we can find a way to win this game and get home, that's going to set up a monumental game next week with really the eyes of high school football firmly set on the Palace on the Parkway.
And not just Thursday night, but Tuesday night.
Right.
With a Benton Bryant winner-take-all CAJHC title on the line as well. So next Tuesday and Thursday are setting up to be incredibly wonderful experiences.
Let's just call it a big football week
in
football
Benton, Arkansas.
Town.
Absolutely. Can't wait for it. Tony, you got the stats from a very exciting first half here tonight in El Dorado.
Well, the numbers are one more sided than the scoreboard because our Panthers, 13 first downs. El Dorado has 8. We've run the ball 14 times for 46 yards. That has to improve. They ran the ball 26 times for 87. The interesting thing about that is at one time they had 106. And that 13-play drive, the Panthers pushed them backwards, 19 yards on that drive. CASON is 10 of 18, 2 touchdowns and a pick. El Dorado's tried to throw the ball. They're 1 of 5, no picks, no touchdowns, and just 2 yards. CASON threw for 169. That means Benton had 32 plays for 215 yards. El Dorado had 31 plays for 89 yards. The big turnover is the difference. Not only there were plus 14 coming in, they turned that turnover into 6 points. Hunter, the leading rusher, 6 carries, 26 yards. He's also the leading receiver at 4 catches for 67 yards. That's 93 total yards in about 15 minutes for him. Nix had 2 catches for 59 yards and a touchdown. Defensively, Brazel led the way I had it for the Panthers with 5, Murphy with 4 tackles. So, you know, Terry, we're dominating on the scoreboard. Or we're not dominating on the scoreboard. We're dominating on the stat sheet. What has to change?
Well, once again, we can't make mistakes. I mean, we've just got to go out and execute and be efficient. You know, I was really surprised at some of those rushing stats. I thought we had a lot more rushing yards than we do, and evidently they're doing pretty good on the line of scrimmage on the defensive side of the ball, which is a little surprising to me. I thought, to be quite honest, that we might push them around a little bit on defense or while they were on defense. I kind of expected their offensive line to be somewhat dominant, but I didn't expect that out of their defensive line.
My guy Drew Dyer, 5 carries, 11 yards. That's
which is very unlike Drew Dyer.
Yes, it is. And I expected a good effort out of the Wildcats tonight. There are some traditions, some uniforms you just put on, and instantly you get a little bit better. and that's the kind of football program that Benton wants to be and is going to be. But these guys have been that football program for years, and a lot of pride on that other sideline.
Well, and it certainly makes them play harder too, because they don't like somebody else coming into their turf.
Right.
And you can see that out of a little pride when they got down 14-0. It would have been easy to let go of the rope right there, and they didn't. They just adjusted and came down and started playing their style of football, and it panned out and kept them in the game.
Well, you got the sense on that last drive before the pick. If we'd have scored there, that might have been a stake in the heart, but now we're in a dogfight.
Yeah, that was a really big drop on that big long pass to Colton Nix. And it was going to be an incredible catch if he caught it.
Yeah.
But it did drop, and had he caught that might have been the knockout punch.
Right.
Here's some halftime scores, fans. We've got Bryant, which is up 16-0. I don't have a score on this, but Arkansas Christian Academy, also a Saline County school, is playing for the state championship in their division. Tonight up at Hendricks College. So we'll see if we can't find a score on that. Conway is ahead of Russellville 17-7. Of course, Benton over El Dorado 21-12. And here's a score, guys, that I've been kind of keeping an eye on because I haven't gotten a chance to see Jonesboro play, and they've got a fantastic offense. Well, Cabot is up on Jonesboro 28-17 at halftime. Which is a little bit surprising. No score on the Lake Hamilton Parkview game, which also is another big football game. Greenwood's up 28-7 over Little Rock Catholic. Little Rock Central 7, Marion 0. Searcy up 28-12 over Mountain Home. North Little Rock up 26-6 over West Memphis. Pine Bluff 28, Sheridan 7. Texarkana 7, Little Rock Hall 2 at halftime. That's a little surprising to me. And then Alma is up 14-7 over their crosstown rival, Van Buren.
In that 7-2 game, it's rumored that Little Rock Hall left the bases loaded in the bottom of the fifth. So,
well, since we had Coach Ballesteri up here, we can say that. Well, if I can get it back up here, Jerry Ponder has let us know that the Mets are leading the Royals 5-3 in the bottom of the fourth in Game 3 of the World Series. On a much more important note, much more important note, guys. This week, Jimmy Red Parker retired, effective at the end of the year, as the first and only head coach of the Harmony Grove Cardinals. Tonight during warm-ups, Coach Parker's heart defibrillator struck 6 times, and he had to be taken to Baptist Health, where he is resting at this time without any more malfunctions. I know Coach Parker has really had a difficult time health-wise, and I know everybody who has ever known Coach Parker, ever been a fan of Coach Parker, has followed him with great love and appreciation. I know one of my favorite people, Dwight Fide, who coached at Benton for a long time, is one of Coach Parker's assistants. Wayne Parker, who was the Benton Junior High coach for many years, an assistant with Red over at Harmony Grove. Just a lot of affinity and appreciation for a guy who is still coaching at age 83. And even though this season will be his last, boy, we want more than anything for Coach Parker to have his health.
Absolutely.
And so just want to send out a very strong well wish from all of us down here at El Dorado tonight with good thoughts and prayers to Jimmy Red Parker tonight, resting at Baptist Health.
Yeah, we're glad to get that update, and certainly glad to hear that he's resting.
All right, let's go down to the sideline. Rob Pepper with Coach Scott Nethery.
All right, Coach, we know anytime you come down to El Dorado, it's going to be a dogfight. Just your thoughts on the first half.
you know what, I think we've played okay. We've played well. We started out the game hot, and then kind of got in a little lull right there. We just need to keep playing hard. Anytime you come here, weird stuff's going to happen, and they're going to play tough. And we made a couple of mistakes there at the end. The interception was a huge mistake, but hopefully we can just kind of overcome that, keep playing hard. Nothing to sit around and gripe about. We just got to keep playing hard, and we'll be okay, I think.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck to you second half.
What is it about border cities that cause weird things to happen? Texarkana's the same way.
Yeah, that is. That is. Hey, here's another Saline County score. Arkadelphia is all over Bauxite right now, 23-0.
So the Panthers will receive the second half kickoff, and guys, a very important drive. If the Panthers could go up 16 right here to open up the second half, boy, you'd feel pretty good. Panthers still up 2 scores, 21-12. Do want to say a very grateful word of appreciation tonight to Mason Woolbright, Aaron Garrett, and Tamika Tate, who are doing an outstanding job bringing you the pictures on Fidelity Local 6. Barrett Pfeiffer and Dalton Parker taking care of the graphics. Matt Johnson is the brains behind this entire operation. Hardest working guy in high school broadcasting.
That's a fact.
Andy Hodges back at the studio of Fox Sports Arkansas, 690 AM and 99.7 FM. Appreciate Rob Pepper filling in tonight for Dio Vanucci down on the sideline. Rob's usually the guy who makes the live stream go on BentonPantherFootball.com, and filling in for him tonight is Trey Gardner and Freddie Reinhardt, doing a little double team on that live stream. So appreciate everybody that makes this happen. We certainly enjoy being a part of this on Friday night, and especially nights like this where so much is on the line in a big football game.
Hey, fellas, the weather's kind of cleared up too. We've got some good football weather now.
Brennan Claypool is going to kick off for El Dorado to start the second half, and he's going to kick it out of bounds at the Benton 9-yard line.
Seemingly, all of a sudden, nobody can keep the ball in bounds on a kickoff in any division of football.
Yeah, the good old days of just kicking it down to the middle of the field are over.
Yep.
Well, this is going to be an important drive for the Panthers. Hey, looks like they're going to decline the penalty and make them kick it over.
Why not?
Well, they're going to take the 5 yards.
Yeah, I misspoke.
That's okay. That's okay. Boy, you pass up some pretty good field position.
Well, let's not forget that our kickoff return has been pretty strong. And Brandon Hunter, we're missing him back there. He was averaging about 35 yards a return coming into this game.
Yeah, Brandon actually averaging 43.
43 yards a return.
A return. So Junior Hendricks back there in Brandon Hunter's absence.
Now, I will say this. I saw Junior returning in the preseason, and he has got some speed on the outside if he can get a hold.
And he's not going to get a chance as they kick it away from Junior. Simeon's going to get it, and Simeon returns it up the El Dorado sideline. He's going to be tackled by Rhett Connor at the 29. So the re-kick results in a 5-yard penalty against El Dorado, but a loss of 6 from where Benton would have had the ball at the 35.
That's good old-fashioned football gambling.
That's what you get. And you roll the dice, and sometimes
it works, sometimes it doesn't.
That's what makes sports fun. 1st and 10 Panthers at the 29-yard line. First play of the second half. CASON Mertens has Drew Dyer in the backfield. Bunch set to the left. And the give off to Dyer on the right side. Drew's running hard. He's down to the 39-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain and appears to be a first down.
Nice hard run by Drew Dyer, but nice job by the offensive line finally giving him a hole to run through that time.
They do give Dyer first down yardage. Panthers are on the line of scrimmage, are ready to go. They have to wait for the chain to set. 1st and 10 Benton. Mertens rolling. Mertens firing and overthrows Grayson Morrow.
Yeah, he missed on that pass, and he's mad at himself about it too. Morrow was open. He was still well covered downfield, but he certainly would have been in the area to get the first down.
2nd and 10 Panthers at their own 39-yard line. Ball on the far hash. Colton Nix is going to be in a bunch set with Stone and Morrow to the wide side of the field. Pepper to the short side of the field. Now Morrow goes in motion. Going to give it to Drew Dyer. And again, Drew running behind the right side of that Panther offensive line. He's following Preston Madison and Roy Blaylock to the 44-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Nice little 6-yard, 5-yard pickup there. Here's a halftime score. Little Rock Episcopal 22, Harmony Grove 6.
3rd down and 5 for the Panthers. Mertens fires it to Preston Stone, who makes the catch, and he's going to be dropped immediately by Destin Miller, the cornerback for El Dorado. It's going to be very near, and it is going to be a first down, I believe, Terry.
It is. It's first down, and it's a nice job of hanging on the football by Preston Stone.
Boy, we got the left foot mark there.
No question.
No question.
Very generous spot in the Panthers' favor, and we'll take it. 1st and 10 Benton at the 49-yard line.
Anytime you can get a call like that on the road, you take it.
No question. Trip receivers to the right, Pepper to the left. Mertens looking for Pepper. Pepper with the catch. He's into El Dorado territory down to the 25-yard line. It's a big 26-yard gain, first down Benton.
Yeah, and I got to tell you guys, Preston Stone just took a shot, and no one was even throwing the ball to him. I'm not sure. They just took a shot at him.
Mike McConaughey checking Preston. Appears as if he just had the wind knocked out of him. Drew Dyer is going to carry through the center of the line down to the 21-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain and leaves Benton with 2nd and 6. Panthers in the red zone on their first drive of the second half.
Well, the Panthers need to get in the end zone right here. Now we're going to go back 5.
As the Panthers false start, about 5 people moving before the snap that time, as Ty Callahan is in for the Panthers on offense, replacing Preston Stone.
Well, let's hope that this doesn't turn out to be one of those penalties that we talked about before the game started.
Well, I was getting ready to say that was a very good observation on your part, and so far the Panthers have kept it under control. 5 penalties, 37 yards.
Callahan is going to be to the right of the formation with Nix and Morrow split. Pepper to the left. Drew Dyer is the lone back in the backfield. Mertens going to swing it out to Dyer. Dyer is going to have to make his own room that time as El Dorado was waiting on him, and he's going to be tackled at the 21-yard line. It'll leave Benton in a 3rd down and 6.
Well, that good job by Drew and a nice play. We've got another one down.
That's Ty Callahan down on the field all the way down at the 8-yard line.
Yeah,
guys.
and I'd like to get a replay on what was going on downfield, maybe a deep shot.
Yeah, I think Scott Nethery is questioning the officials on that as well. The pass was into the left flat. Ty Callahan is lying on the field at the right hash mark, 15 yards away from the play.
Can we get the wide shot, Matt? Okay. That's all he's got. On the previous play that I called into question, the ball wasn't anywhere near Preston Stone, and they just took a free shot at him and hit him high, even at that, and which, that's a little unheard of. And it's very interesting that injury came in at about the same spot of the field that the previous questionable hit.
And Callahan had replaced Stone. Callahan off on the sideline now under his own power. Stone back in the Panther offensive set. Mertens takes the snap, drops back. He's being pressured, flushed out of the pocket, and overthrows Drew Dyer at the 13-yard line. And so the Panthers will face a 4th and 6 now.
Yeah, that play kind of broke down. It looked like maybe they were trying to go a tunnel screen over to Preston Stone underneath with the blockers in front of him. CASON chose to throw the ball a little deeper to Drew, but he overthrew him on the play.
Matt Warwick is being sent out by Scott Nethery to attempt a field goal. The tee has been placed at the 28-yard line. It'll be a 38-yard field goal attempt for Matt Warwick. John Penn snaps. Grayson Morrow puts it down. Matt Warwick puts his foot into it. He's got plenty of leg, but it's going to be wide left. No good.
Well, that would have been a big field goal if he could have made that. And I thought it was good initially, but the referees waved it off. Looked like it was like you said, wide left.
Back-to-back drives for the Panther offense inside the El Dorado 25 that have come up empty. The missed field goal is going to put the ball at the 20-yard line, and El Dorado will have their first possession of the second half. 9:11 to go in the third quarter. Benton still leads by 2 scores, 21-12. El Dorado fakes the power run to Love. Going to throw the play-action pass to Geometry Callaway, and he's going to have 14 yards and an El Dorado first down.
Yeah, they faked the deep route and then broke it down underneath Simeon Watson, and he was able to get him down, but it's still going to be a pickup of several yards.
14 yards on first down for the Wildcats. Ball on the far hash mark as El Dorado moves left to right here in the second half. Full house backfield, going to power it toward the right side to Kawan Love. He breaks 2 tackles and is going to have a first down up to the 47-yard line before he's dropped by Bo Brewer and Ben Brazel.
Boy, they're just getting the ball. They're getting big chunks of yards off of the run right now. They're just beating us up at the line of scrimmage and getting into that second level, and they've got us outmanned once they do.
Brayden Harris, who was shaken up at the end of the first half, in there for the Panthers on defense. Brazel and Nitschke up at the line of scrimmage. Buddy Riggin in at nose man. Here comes the run blitz, and Buddy Riggin's there. Boy, Buddy's playing hard, and he's going to drop Love for a 3-yard loss.
Buddy is playing hard. He's playing very hard, and he's covering a lot of field. Looks like he got dinged up a little bit on that play.
We have Buddy 4 tackles, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss.
Wow, he's having a great game.
Buddy is bent over.
Yeah, he hurt his shoulder, it looked like.
Very physical game tonight.
And we knew it would be.
As El Dorado is going to bring Kawan Love out and replace him with Anthony Thomas in the backfield. El Dorado with a 4-receiver set, 1 man in the backfield. Here comes the pressure from the Benton front, and Buddy Riggin is going to be there to drop John Sixby for a loss.
Buddy's got to come out. That shoulder's hurting him too much. He's now hanging it.
Buddy favoring his left shoulder as he comes to the sideline, but he was in on a sack that time of John Sixby.
Yeah, he's covering a lot of ground there. What a great job by Buddy. He is really, really playing hard.
3rd down and 15 for El Dorado at their own 42-yard line. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Benton leads 21-12. Twin receivers to each side. Sixby drops back, looking downfield. That ball's almost intercepted by Kyler Nitschke. Great coverage that time from Kyler Nitschke.
Boy, Kyler, if he'd have caught that ball, he was headed in full stride, and he had a lot of green in front of him that time, Jim.
But a Panther defense that gave up 2 first downs on the drive, bows its back, stops El Dorado, and forces a 4th down punt from Caleb Dole. He puts his foot into it. End-over-end kick that Colton Nix will fair catch at the 23. 6:48 to go in the third quarter tonight. Benton leads El Dorado 21-12 here on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6. Are you looking to refinance your current home mortgage, or maybe you're looking for financing for your first home purchase? Premier Nationwide Lending and agent Dio Vanucci are your go-to people for your home financing needs. Give Dio a call at 778-1500. Premier Nationwide Lending, proud sponsors of Benton Panther football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6. 1st and 10 Panthers at their own 23-yard line. Mertens going to give to Drew Dyer. Dyer follows Brett Tittle for a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, I thought they had a matchup that they wanted to on the left-hand side, but they decided to run the football instead. And Drew looks like he picks up a couple of yards, a couple of hard-earned yards.
Dyer has been the feature back in the absence of Brandon Hunter. Preston Stone with a catch in the flat. He's going to be up to the 40-yard line. Rhett Connor throws him out of bounds. The Panther fans are frustrated, wanting a foul call. There's no penalty on the field. Jeff McBride working the ear of the linesman on the Panther sideline. 1st down, Benton at the 40. CASON Mertens takes the snap, gets it out to Preston Stone. Stone picks his way forward for 3 yards.
Looks like they are really focusing on this left-hand side here. Nice little out route to Preston Stone. It's a really nice block by Colton Nix on the previous play to spring Stone for that 1st down.
2nd down and 8 for Benton at the 42. Fake to Dyer, gets it to Stone in the seam, and Stone is into El Dorado territory at the 45-yard line.
Now the Panthers are starting to get in that rhythm that we like so well.
Who picked Preston Stone as their pick to click on defense? Tony, you should have gone with him on offense. Preston having a big night tonight on offense for the Panthers. 1st and 10 Benton at the El Dorado 45. Going to run it to Drew Dyer on the counter, and he's going to have 3 yards to the 42. And now we're going to get a late flag, and the Benton fans are incensed.
Well, it appears that that's one of those plays that we're talking about. You can't hurt your team.
Is that going to be a retaliation penalty call? Benton getting hit by the safety over and over and over?
Yeah, I think it is, but once again, Jim, you can't hurt your team.
Some frustration on the Benton side. Scott Nethery is out on the field trying to get the attention of the referees. Personal foul is going to be called against the Panthers. And Scott Nethery wants a timeout right now.
And I think he's fixing to get a piece of the officiating over exactly what we were talking about earlier, the cheap shots over the middle. And now our guy retaliates, which is not good.
And we're hearing from Matt Johnson that Roy Blaylock has been thrown out of the football game.
That's not good.
Let's take a quick break, 30-second break. This is Benton Panther football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6. All right, we're back at El Dorado. It's 21-12. And it appears as if the Panthers have lost their right tackle, as Taylor Cochran has checked into the ballgame at right tackle alongside Preston Madison. CASON Mertens is rolling to his right, getting protection, fires it to Drew Dyer, and Drew Dyer can't make a catch along the El Dorado sideline. And now Roy Blaylock checks back into the ballgame. So Roy Blaylock has not been ejected.
Well, that's good. That's something that we didn't need to happen. That's for sure. Roy is a big part of that offensive line, and that's where big number 47's lining up, and that's a spot you don't want the second string at.
Very interesting second half, in that the game has gotten chippy 20 yards downfield.
Yeah.
A couple of injuries to the Panther offense, maybe a retaliation from Roy Blaylock and a penalty. Panthers facing a 3rd and 21 at their own 44. Fake the ball to Stone. Mertens looking deep to Drew Dyer, who makes an over-the-shoulder. No, he didn't. Almost made a beautiful over-the-shoulder catch on the El Dorado sideline, and now it'll be 4th and 21 Panthers.
Boy, that'd have been one of the prettiest catches of the year right there. I mean, there's no way that he could have known where the out-of-bound marker was, because that was almost a Willie Mays catch.
Tell you what, man, it could have been 15 down here on a hit on CASON.
And now Roy Blaylock is back in punt formation for the Panthers. He gets off a beautiful punt that sends Blake Cunningham back to his own 15, and he's going to be tackled right there by Simeon Watson. What a kick for Roy Blaylock, filling in for Brayden Harris there at punter. Aha. Long punt, Tony, of how many yards?
A bunch. We're looking at 48 yards.
So he replaces a guy averaging 45.8 and boots a 48-yard punt. It's going to set up El Dorado at their own 17-yard line. 5:20 to go in the third quarter. No points in this quarter, but a lot of drama, Terry.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little personal down there on the field now, guys. This is a good time for our defense to make a stand.
Back to the power game for El Dorado. Kwan Love has bounced it outside. He's in the open field at the 40. He's going to be run out of bounds at midfield by Junior Hendricks, but it is a big gain for El Dorado.
I don't know about y'all, but there seems to be like a lot of momentum starting to come in that big purple sail of theirs.
31 yards as they mark him out at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 Wildcats as Kwan Love runs for 31 yards on first down.
This is a big set of downs for the Panther defense.
Tight end and power backs to the right. Pump fake, going deep. John Sixby looking for his receiver, Rhett Connor, and it's overthrown as Simeon Watson was in coverage.
Yeah, that was going to have to be a perfect pass, because Simeon had great coverage on that. He wasn't fooled a bit. Had very tight coverage over the top. Good down for the Panthers.
Scott Reed leading on that big offensive line for El Dorado, mixing in the occasional play-action bomb. Panther secondary, good coverage. 2nd down and 10, El Dorado at their own 48. Strength of the formation is to the right. They're going to give it off to Thomas, and the Panther defense was waiting on him. Chandler Clift and Dylan Murphy there.
I'm going to tell you, and Jim and I talked about this earlier in the week, every time El Dorado throws the ball, they're doing us a favor.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And now they're behind the sticks at 3rd down and 11.
And that's where we want them. Great job by Dylan Murphy on that outside that time.
A lot of Panther fans on their feet over here in the
turnout.
bleachers beneath us.
Good turnout by the Panther fans.
A lot of passion here in this second half. Sixby fakes. He's pressured. He overthrows his receiver as Chandler Clift and Jeremiah Bowling unloaded on John Sixby.
Yeah, it's a good job of sportsmanship there by Bowling, helping him up off the turf. I'm not sure that he didn't want to stay down there for a little bit. He took quite a shot.
And so the Panther defense has forced another El Dorado punt. It's 4th down and 11. Caleb Dola's going, there is a fake. Caleb Dola's going to fire a pass, and it's going to be incomplete as he tried to get the ball to Jacob Singleton, and the ball was incomplete, and the Panther defense is held.
We were beat. He was open. It was just a bad pass.
They snapped it to the punter, who just reared up to throw the ball. tried to get it to Jacob Singleton on the El Dorado sideline, and it was a bad pass.
Yep, sure was. All right, Panthers need to lock down, start getting efficient again. Small chunks, spread the field, spread the ball.
Well, you get the feeling if we put a little distance between these guys that, you know, I'd feel pretty good about it. But, boy, I tell you what, they're not going away quietly.
1st and 10 Benton at the El Dorado 47. 4:19 to go. Panthers lead by 9. Pass in the flat to Drew Dyer. Dyer is at the 40. He's going to fall forward to the 38-yard line. It's 9 yards on 1st down, 2nd and 1 Benton.
Boy, Drew took a shot.
And now Drew Dyer slow to get up. Scott Nethery's going to replace him in the lineup with Dylan Murphy, and I bet Drew Dyer isn't out long, guys.
He took a shot, and he landed down on his head, too, so he's a little woozy. He'll be back, though. Drew's a tough kid.
2nd down and 1 is Dylan Murphy and Preston Stone are in the backfield for the Panthers. Going to run the counter to the left, and Stone will have a 1st down just over the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it's a nice hard run by Preston Stone. And that's a big 1st down for the Panther offense, too.
Drew Dyer and Brandon Hunter, the starting running backs for the Panther offense, both on the sideline right now. Preston Stone and Dylan Murphy are the running backs on the field right now for the Panther offense. CASON Mertens giving instructions to Dylan Murphy. He's going to move him in motion across the formation left to right. Going to run the option to the right. Pitch to Preston Stone. Stone is hit. Runs out of a tackle. Great strong run by Preston Stone down to the 28-yard line.
Man, what a great run by Preston.
Correction, 22-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Panthers as Stone picks up 13 yards.
That is a nice hard run. Boy, he got met at about 4 yards in and wound up getting the 1st down.
1st down and 10 Benton. Option this time to the left. Stone waiting on the blocking to develop. Bounces it out, and he's near the 1st down line at the 12-yard line. And the Panthers moving the ball on the ground as we're going to have a timeout.
Well, there's a lot of purple jerseys with their hands on their hips right now.
Ty Callahan replaces Preston Stone in the Benton offense. 1st down and 10 Benton at the El Dorado 12. 2 minutes, 46 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Benton leading El Dorado 21-12, and the Panthers are knocking on the door. Ty Callahan and Drew Dyer are in the backfield. Now Callahan and Dyer are going to swap formations.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout.
Panthers having trouble getting a line there. We're going to take a timeout with them. 2:46 to go in the 3rd quarter. Benton leads El Dorado 21-12. This is Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you. First Security Bank, only in Arkansas.
2:46 left here in the 3rd quarter. Terry Benham, Tony Stowers, Jim Gardner, Freddie Reinhardt with you tonight from Memorial Stadium in El Dorado, Arkansas. And guys, the Panthers 12 yards away.
This will be a big touchdown.
Score.
Yeah, this will be a big score.
Drew Dyer is the lone back with CASON Mertens in the Panther backfield. Mertens takes the snap. He's going to fire it out to Drew Dyer, who gets a block, and he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Benton, and now we get a ridiculously late flag. We get another late flag. There was one thrown by the umpire back at the 10-yard line and one thrown by the linesman in the end zone.
Oh, it looks like it's on them.
According to Roy Blaylock, it's going to be on El Dorado. Let's hope we don't have offsetting penalties.
I think if there's one in the end zone, it would be after the play.
There's a penalty on Benton for a hold and a penalty on El Dorado for personal foul. And the one in the end zone was thrown after the touchdown. You'd think that would be a dead ball foul, but no.
Fellas, I've seen some weird football this year. I don't know.
So they're going to step it off for the hold and then advance it for the personal foul. And that is going to put the ball at the 10-yard line. So all of that results in a Panther score being wiped off the board. The Panthers pick up 2 yards, and now it's 1st and goal. And Tony Stowers is shaking his head in disbelief. 1st and goal Panthers at the 10. Callahan and Pepper to the left. Morrow and Nix to the right. Going to throw the fade to Nix, who goes up high and makes the catch, but he's out of bounds.
Yeah, good job by the defender. He was close to the boundary, and the defender just pushed him out.
Cameron Bowie, the sophomore cornerback for El Dorado, pushed Nix out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and goal, Benton at the 10.
Nice throw and catch. The defender did the one thing that you're taught to do.
Yeah, I said an NFL on that.
That's right.
So out of bounds, 2nd down and goal, Panthers. 3 receivers to the left. Going to run the option to the left. Pitch to Dyer. Great blocking on the edge. Dyer's in the end zone, and there ain't no flags. Touchdown, wow. Panthers.
Yeah, that was a drive of endurance. Great run by Drew Dyer, run after catch, I should say. That was a very important score for the Benton Panthers.
Great persistence, great tenacity, great endurance on that drive for the Panthers. 27-12. Matt Warwick on to tack on the extra point, and it's good. 2:29 to go in the 3rd quarter. Benton now leads El Dorado 28-12. This is Benton Panther football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6. Rob will come to you here in a sec. 28-12, Benton leads El Dorado here tonight in the 3rd quarter. 2:29 to go as Brandon Hunter and Drew Dyer visit over here on the sideline. 2 important cogs in that Panther offense that have been dinged up tonight. And, boy, how about guys like Dylan Murphy and Preston Stone stepping up on the offensive side?
No doubt.
As Matt Warwick is going to kick it off, and he's going to kick it to the near side. He kicks it high. El Dorado's going to let it fall. They can't cover it. Dylan Murphy's on the football, and Benton has got it.
Wow. What a great job. You know, the second line guy just watched the ball fall, thinking the guy behind him, and he thought the guy in front of him was almost like a baseball in the outfield.
Well, one of you guys called it earlier. If you keep kicking them like that, they wasn't fielding them well.
And they have not adjusted.
No.
That second line man is letting that ball hit the ground every time.
He's just watching it. He's watching it like, I don't know.
An unbelievable gift handed to the Panthers. Benton ball at the 27-yard line. 1st down, and now El Dorado jumps off sides.
Now the Panthers have got a little momentum. It wouldn't surprise me right here to see Nethery do a quick strike.
Dalton Gosvener, the senior defensive tackle, jumps offside, and the Panthers face a 1st and 5 at the El Dorado 22. Stone in the backfield with Mertens, going to pitch it out to Stone, and he is on the edge down to the 13-yard line. And, boy, Scott Nethery has found a weakness in that El Dorado defense with this option game.
Yeah, he sure has. And, one thing about Nethery, if you don't stop it, he's going to keep running it.
And it has worked to perfection on these last 2 drives. 1st and 10 Benton at the 13. Again, pitch to Stone. Stone runs out of 1 tackle and is going to be hog-tied down at the 7-yard line by Rhett Connor, the very physical safety for El Dorado.
Guys, I want to tell you this. Preston Stone is running hard.
Leading rusher, 5 carries, 40 yards.
Tough as a boot.
Yep.
2nd down and 5 Panthers at the El Dorado 7. Ty Callahan replaces Stone in the Panther backfield for this play. And Callahan is going to get the carry. He's coming to the edge. He gets a great block from Trey Pepper. He's in the end zone untouched. Touchdown, Panthers.
In basketball, that's what you call an assist right there. What an excellent block downfield by Trey Pepper. And, oh, my goodness, guys, a flag.
Where did that come from?
Oh, my goodness. How many touchdowns are they going to call back?
And the man in the white hat is going to go over and talk to Scott Reed, something that we have seen before down here in Union County.
Well, is he going over to get his approval? Or
he seems to have a special relationship with these guys. He must be a relationship guy.
We've got an unsportsmanlike conduct call against the Panthers. Touchdown stands. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. So the Benton Panthers go up 34-12 as the points have not been added to the scoreboard. Now they have, as Ty Callahan scores untouched. A great block from Trey Pepper to spring Callahan's touchdown run, and Matt Warwick will be on for the extra point. Weird things happen in border towns. Snap back, hold down. Matt Warwick's kick is good. 1:42 to go in the 3rd quarter. Benton now leads El Dorado 35-12. This is Benton Panther football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6.
Say you'll get rid of Fido. Say it. Oh, never. I don't want to pick sides, but I love Fido.
The grandkids love Fido.
I love both grandmas, but I can't watch any more VCR tapes.
They can record hundreds of hours of their favorite show in HD to watch when they come over.
Looks like we're keeping Fido.
Get Fido, the brand new whole home DVR and entertainment experience from Fidelity. Call now to add it to your TV.
Panthers lead 35-12. Rob Pepper, it has been a dramatic 3rd quarter from our viewpoint. What about yours?
I'm having the same viewpoint you are, guys. It seems like we have to score 14 points to get 7.
That's a good point.
I will point out, and I may be a homer, that was a great block on the edge for that touchdown run.
Spoken like a true papa.
Rob, Dr. Pepper giving a pat on the back to Trey Salt and Pepper.
Hey, I did a little research on that previous penalty, and evidently it's unsportsmanlike conduct to clap.
As El Dorado is going to return the kickoff to the 45-yard line. Boy, we got to check again. John Penn telling us Roy Blaylock has been ejected. That's the 2nd time we've heard that in this quarter. So we will wait and see, as Jason Gentry is visiting with him on the bench.
Well,
Preston,
from what I understand, he got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for clapping after the touchdown in front of evidently one of the other players.
1st and 10 El Dorado at their own 45-yard line. Sixby back to pass, tries to get it to his receiver, who makes a great little tip and catch. Junior Hendricks battling for an interception down here, and now we've got an El Dorado man slow to get up at the 41-yard line. It is a completion to Ethan Burroff up to the Panther 34, and it'll be 1st and 10 Wildcats.
Boy, this is becoming a very physical football game. There are some blows being thrown on both sides of the ball.
A minute 20 and counting in the third quarter. Benton leads El Dorado by 23. 1st and 10 Wildcats at the Panther 34-yard line. 4 receivers in the set give to Kawan Love to the short side of the field, and he's going to be run out of bounds at the Benton 28. And now the back judge has thrown a flag late again.
Boy, I'll tell you what, this back judge is his arm ought to be hurting by now. This is something else.
And we'll see what we've got this time as the back judge has thrown the flag late. The El Dorado offense is backed up and appears as if it will be on the Wildcats. We've got a dead ball, personal foul on El Dorado.
Well, how about that?
Poor Tony is running out of space on the penalty column over there on his stat sheet. The penalty is going to back El Dorado up to the Panther 43-yard line, and it'll be 2nd down and 19 Wildcats.
Well, you know, coming into this game, Benton had been penalized 72 times for 773 yards. How many we got tonight, Tony?
We've been penalized 8 times for 77 yards. So we're on pace.
Referees meet for a visit before the snap on this 2nd down and 19 play. 54 seconds to go in the third quarter. El Dorado with 4 receivers. Kawan Love, the lone back in the backfield. Sixby pressured out of the pocket. He's scrambling, and boy, he is absolutely run over by Braylon Alcorn.
That, gentleman, was a big hit. You will see that one again. How about right now?
Boom.
Let me tell you what, over the last month or so, Mr. Alcorn has played some inspired defense.
Yes, he has.
3rd down and 16 El Dorado from the 41-yard line. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Sixby drops back to pass. He's pressured. He's sacked by Chandler Clift and Braden Harris back at the 48-yard line.
That's a great defensive stand by the Panthers. Great defensive stand. That was one that we really needed too, because they were starting to catch a little momentum and get down the field, and now we go to the fourth quarter with a nice lead.
35-12 Panthers at the end of 3 quarters. This is Benton Panther football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be. For you. First Security Bank. Only in Arkansas.
Getting more for your money is simpler than you might think. When you shop at Kroger, you get low prices throughout the store, weekly specials, great value from our quality brands, digital coupons, and even fuel points to help you save at the pump. No spin, just savings, pure and simple. Great food, low prices at Kroger.
Part of it.
4th down, and Caleb Dole punts one straight up in the air.
I think that was partially blocked.
By Chandler Clift.
Yeah, by Chandler Clift. I think he got a piece of it.
I tell you, it looked like a infield fly rule, to go back to the baseball analogy. A 5-yard punt, Tony?
Yes, sir.
So El Dorado unable to flip the field with a 5-yard punt. Guys, Pine Bluff will show up at the Palace next week undefeated. 49-7 is the final score tonight. Pine Bluff has defeated Sheridan, and appreciate Jeff and Ashley Roberts tuning in tonight, watching Panther football. Appreciate all those folks that send us messages and kind words about the broadcast. Wish you were down here with us. Preston Stone on first down is going to carry the ball to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll be 2nd down and 6 Panthers.
It was a nice run. I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with Preston Stone running the football. You talk about a guy stepping up. We got some injuries, and he has just stepped up and filled the gap.
A very smart young man, and as we've seen tonight, a very tough one. 2nd down and 6 Panthers. Stone again on the carry, coming to the near side.
Oh, my goodness.
And he almost has his head taken off by Montre Marshall, the linebacker of El Dorado.
Yeah, and he's Stone has tried to talk to the referee about it a little bit too. Coach Nethery's telling him, hey, get on the sidelines. We're not going to win that argument.
Ty Callahan, another gritty little running back for the Panthers, replaces Stone for this 3rd down and 7 play. Ball at the Benton 47. 11-13 to go in the 4th quarter. Panthers lead 35-12. Mertens with the snap. Gets it to Trey Pepper on the slant. And Trey Pepper is carrying Tanner McVeigh, the El Dorado safety, all the way down to the 27-yard line. It's a big gain on 3rd and long.
Not only a great catch, but also a fantastic run after catch. Carried the defender another 7 yards down the field with a nice, powerful run.
CASON 19 of 32 for 274.
And how dependable is Trey Pepper on those slant passes? Absolutely dependable. Here's the sweep to the left side. Pitch to Callahan, and Callahan is going to be knocked down at the 28-yard line.
Well, it took our 4th string running back, but they finally found a way to get out there and defend that. I don't know. It looks like to me that Coach Nethery is setting them up for something.
See what we got here. CASON Mertens is directing Trey Pepper down the field. Ball's going to go incomplete. Just nothing there that time for the Panther offense.
Yeah, that was a good job by CASON to throw the ball away. There was nothing open, and that's the one that he forced. He ran that same play when he threw the interception, and he forced that ball the previous time, and this time he threw it out of bounds. Good job by CASON.
3rd down and 10 for the Panthers. Ball in the center of the field at the El Dorado 27-yard line. Drew Dyer, Grayson Morrow, and Colton Nix to the left side. Trey Pepper to the right side. Ty Callahan is the lone back in the backfield. Roy Blaylock is still in there at right tackle for the Benton Panthers. Snap back to Mertens. Going to run a draw to Ty Callahan, and El Dorado read that very well. Ontario Jones there on the tackle for El Dorado. It'll be 4th down and 9 Panthers.
It'd be about a 42-yard field goal from here. Looks like the Panthers are going to go for it on 4th and 9.
I know if this was a junior high game, Tony, what we'd see right here.
We'd see the hard count.
No doubt.
And then maybe see the hard count again.
4th and 9 for the Panthers. Trip receivers to the wide side of the field. Single receiver to the left side. Callahan lined up in a sidecar to Mertens' left. Going to throw the slant pass to Trey Pepper, and that time it is batted away as Jonathan Hall, the linebacker, got a hand on it. The ball falls incomplete, and the ball turns over on downs to El Dorado.
Well, Trey Pepper had a nice slant pattern that time. He didn't quite get out there to the ball, mainly because he was dragging somebody behind him. But looks like now the Panther defense will be back on the field, and hopefully we'll get a good stop here. And you know, they're about 1 or 2 more stops away from putting this game out of reach.
The new Kroger Marketplace at Hurricane Creek Village is your one-stop shop for all your groceries and more. And don't forget the original Kroger on Military Road in Benton. Kroger, proud sponsors of Benton Panther football on Fidelity, Local 6, and Fox Sports Arkansas, as El Dorado is going to run a swing pass into the boundary. That's 6B completing it to Charles Cage up to the 36-yard line and an El Dorado first down.
Guys, that's one of the few times that I look to see that play a lot tonight, and that's one of the few times I've seen it, and it's been open all night.
Sixby takes the snap, fakes it to Love, and oh my word, he's sacked by that tandem of Chandler Clift and Jeremiah Bowling.
Wow, the offensive line is getting tired now, fellas, and they just collapsed on that play. Their quarterback just took a shot.
You're not going to play action, our two defensive ends.
No.
Those guys just absolutely going to eat you alive, and that time Chandler Clift and Jeremiah Bowling did just that. 2nd down and 16, and the Panthers jump. Brayden Harris trying to time his blitz, jumped offside.
And gave him the 5 yards back. Or at least 5 of the 6 yards back.
2nd and 11 as Brayden was beating himself in the helmet. Realized his mistake right there. 2nd and 11. Wildcats at the 35-yard line. 2 backs, 3 receivers in the formation. Again, they fake it to Love. Sixby looking deep for Geometry Callaway. Bo Brewer intercepts it. Bo Brewer is at the 50. He's at the 45. He's inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line. Bo Brewer, the sophomore, comes up huge.
What a great play by Bo Brewer. Man, he played that like a center fielder. Quarterback hung the ball up. He made a good run for it and then got in the pass lane, caught the ball, and got a great return. First down, Panthers inside the 40.
11 tackles last week to earn the defensive player of the game against Lake Hamilton, and a big interception right there for the sophomore.
He's making the most out of his playing time, I'll tell you that.
Tony, we can think back to last year. He made a huge difference for that junior high team when he came back from injury the last half of the season.
Good football player.
1st and 10 Panthers at the Wildcat 39. Drew Dyer is going to carry for 5 yards down to the 34.
Drew Dyer is a hard runner. He hadn't had very many holes to run from tonight, or run through tonight. He's making the most of what he has.
Panthers have had 6 different ball carriers tonight.
How many yards is that for Drew?
11 carries, 40 yards.
We have not seen Brandon Hunter go back into the football game, but he is on the sideline. He is still in uniform.
We've rushed for 130 yards, but nobody has more than 44, which is Stone.
Drew Dyer is going to get the carry this time, and he's going to be dropped at the line of scrimmage by Montre Marshall, the linebacker for El Dorado. We don't know how serious Brandon Hunter's injury is.
No, we don't.
But we don't see him in street clothes. We don't see him with his pads off. He's still got his helmet on. He's still engaged on the sideline.
And he's
his
walking
teammates.
around.
He's got his Superman stance.
Yeah.
3rd down and 5 Panthers. Mertens
There
rolling
he is.
to the short side of the field. He tries to get it to Drew Dyer. Ball thrown just a shade late, and El Dorado able to break on it and bat it down.
Well, you nailed it, Jim. He saw him too late. He still tried to get the ball there, but about the time he pump faked right there, he should have been throwing the ball. And had he thrown the ball, that was a touchdown because he was wide open.
So it's 4th and 5 Panthers. Ball at the 34-yard line.
This is a very makeable down.
And the Panthers lining up to go for it. Twin receivers to each side. Mertens takes the snap, looking for Colton Nix on a double move.
Oh, my goodness.
Panthers trying to get a penalty flag call.
That is absolutely terrible. Yeah, I try to give him the benefit of the doubt, but he's standing there looking at the play, and he all but tackled him before the ball got there.
Little frustration that time shown by the Panthers.
And hats off to Coach Nethery telling his guys, just get off the field. We're not going to win this. Just get off the field.
Panthers lead 35-12. 7:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. in what has been a very entertaining, very drama-filled football game tonight. Sixby rolls out. He's pressured. He fires downfield for his receiver, Charles Cage, and overthrows him at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, good coverage by Bo Brewer again. He got a little bit behind Bo that time, but Bo had his eyes on the ball, and that was still another good deep ball coverage. You know, El Dorado basically has two things that they do. They run between the tackles, and they throw the ball very deep.
Well, they've had one they've done well tonight, and they've gone away from it a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Is there are some things that have been open other than those things.
They go back to that power game with Kawan Love, and he is going to be up to midfield before he's tackled by Braylon Alcorn. And you see that power game come through for El Dorado, but they're down 23, Terry. It's not something they can lean on with 7 minutes to go in this football game.
Yeah, that's why I said we were about 2 stops from putting this one away. And, you know, they've got another set of downs right here, but the Panthers, if we can get a stop right here, we're going to put this game away.
1st and 10 El Dorado at midfield. High snap. Sixby is going to keep it, and he is going to be tackled by Dylan Murphy at the 46.
Yeah, it looked like BRAYDEN Harrison on that tackle too, and a whole host of his football brothers out there. There's a lot of people tangled up in that pile.
Do you notice how Terry always tries to get in his defensive pick to click? You know, just in case Tony.
See, there's 42 right there.
Just in case Tony didn't see it.
Just
we want him to know BRAYDEN Harris was in on that tackle. 2nd down and 6, and there is a pass that is going to be broken up, Terry, by who?
That'd be BRAYDEN Harris.
BRAYDEN Harris. With a lick on Geometry Callaway that separated him from the football.
Do we get any click points on pass breakups?
No. He has had a good night. I've got him for 5 tackles, a tackle for loss, and a sack. So,
yeah, he's having a good night.
3rd down and 6, El Dorado. Ball at the Benton 46-yard line. Sixby drops back to pass. Here comes BRAYDEN Harris. Forces a quick throw that falls incomplete. Intended for Ethan Burhoff, and Simeon Watson was there in coverage.
Another big 4th down right here, guys.
Let me tell you what, here's kudos to the Benton defense. El Dorado 2 for 11 on 3rd down.
Great job by the Benton defense.
This is a big down right here because there's 9 seconds left to get you, or 10 seconds left to get you into the 5-minute mark. And at that point, down 23, it's almost do or die time.
6:09 to go here in the ball game tonight as John Penn stands up and looks a little more relieved than he did a little bit earlier. Benton leads El Dorado 35-12. This is Benton Panther football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6.
In Arkansas, over 600 cars a day illegally pass the school bus, putting lives at risk. So Everett is joining area schools to promote the Flashing Red, Kids Ahead school bus safety program. Always stop when you see the flashing red lights of a school bus. Children's lives depend on it. And report drivers to your county prosecutor if they don't stop. School bus safety is everyone's responsibility. Remember, Flashing Red, Kids Ahead. Sponsored by Everett.
(35-12), Benton leads El Dorado. It's a very important 4th and 6 for the Wildcats at the Benton 46-yard line. They go hard count. Panthers very disciplined, do not jump. And now the Wildcats look to their sideline for a play. 4th and 6, El Dorado. Snap back to Sixby. He drops back to pass. He fires it to no one, and the Panther defense is held again.
Excellent job in the defensive backfield. All of their receivers were covered. He threw it to a different hole in the zone, but there was nobody there. The Panthers take over. That was a critical stop for the Panther defense.
Boy, that Panther defense has given up 1 score tonight to this El Dorado offense. They got
That's
the
exactly
1 touchdown on the interception return, and a defense that was really challenged in the first half with that power run game. I tell you,
Well,
they have been big, especially here in the second half in third and fourth down situations, Terry.
Well, Jim, they're really a weak defense. That statement earlier in the week was so ridiculous from a guy that had watched one game, and we've been sitting here watching these guys for the entire season. And these guys are really good. This is a really good defense. They're strong and they're tough and they're fast.
And they have
and they've stepped up tonight.
They've earned some respect tonight. I mean,
they sure have.
This El Dorado team scored 4 touchdowns on Pine Bluff last week.
That's right.
Their offense has 1 against this Benton defense this week.
That's exactly right. And now the Panthers are going to this is about as slow a Scott Nethery offense as you're ever going to see.
Panthers huddling up. The tempo is to get the clock under 5. As I do want to let Misty Hart know that the cheer team tonight has been outstanding. And Haley Hart has done a great job getting the Panther fans fired up here tonight down at El Dorado. CASON MAERTENS is going to roll out, fire a pass to Drew DYER. Drew trying to stay in bounds, and boy, what a heady play right there.
Yeah,
El Dorado
sure
is trying to force him out of bounds, and Drew DYER falls back in bounds to keep that clock rolling.
Not only that, they were trying to strip the football, and he covered it up with both hands. That's a great job.
Just a smart football player, Drew DYER.
I don't know that I've ever seen Scott Nethery this patient on offense.
Milking that clock. The snap clock is at 5. Snap from Brett Tittle to CASON MAERTENS. Going to throw the screen pass to Drew DYER. He's looking for a block. He's trying to get the first down. Boy, that's a great effort for Drew DYER to get the first down.
What an amazing effort. I mean, he should have been stopped 2 yards ago, and now we get a first down. Huge.
Our 24th first down of the night.
1, 2, 3, 4. He went through 5 tackles on that play in order to get a first down.
And carried 3 of them to the first down.
That's fun to watch.
1st and 10 Panthers at the Wildcat 44-yard line. Mertens going to give it off to Preston Stone, coming to the near side of the field. He cuts it up and is going to fall forward down to the 38-yard line. And I tell you, Preston Stone takes some of the toughest licks you'll ever see and bounces right up every time.
Bounces right back up. Sure does. That's a good job of sportsmanship, too, from Terry Hampton up at El Dorado. His game has gotten a little testy, and it's nice to see a little sportsmanship. He hit him a little bit after the play, not on purpose, but was quick to help him back up.
Sophomore defensive end for the Wildcats. On the tackle that time. 2nd down and 3 for Benton at the El Dorado 37-yard line. Again, Preston Stone is going to carry the ball to the near side. And again, a very hard hit put on Preston Stone very near the first down.
They're tackling a lot around the head, and they're evidently they're grabbing the shoulder pads or something because they're not getting the call. I mean, look at that, guys.
First down as Preston Stone gets it to the 34. He's been nearly decapitated 3 times tonight and just keeps on plugging. Is that Rob Pepper's son trying to get his shoe tied out there? Sure is. Trey Pepper tying his shoe.
Shoeless Trey Pepper.
1st and 10 Panthers at the Wildcat 34. Give it to Drew DYER, and he's going to carry Jonathan Harris down to the 32-yard line.
Bryant beat Siloam Springs 33-14 tonight. Jonesboro explodes in the second half, but so does Cabot. Cabot currently leading Jonesboro 55-47 in a basketball game. There's no score on the Lake Hamilton Park view, so any of our friends have got that, if you text that to us. Texarkana 45-2 over Little Rock Hall. Pine Bluff, as Jim said earlier, Pine Bluff beat Sheridan 49-7.
Family owned and customer friendly is not just a slogan at Everett Buick GMC, it is their mission. And I can tell you, my sister-in-law would back that up in a heartbeat. She bought a new vehicle from Everett's about a month ago and raved about the friendly staff who helped her through the buying process. Next time you're in the market for a new car or truck, stop by Everett Buick GMC. They're family owned, they're customer friendly, and they are proud sponsors of Benton Panther football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6. Want to remind you that next week on Tuesday night, it's the Salt Cup. Benton and Bryant Junior High will meet not just for bragging rights, they'll meet for the Central Arkansas Junior High Conference Championship. Both teams will enter the game at 8-1 overall, 7-1 in conference play. The 8th grade Panthers will play Bethel at 5:30, and the 8th grade Panthers will be looking to complete an undefeated season. 5:30 and 7 o'clock Tuesday night at the Palace. Both games broadcast on Fox Sports Arkansas. As Drew Dyer is in the El Dorado secondary, and he's going to take it down to the 8-yard line, 7-yard line. And the Panthers are, Terry, maybe on the verge of putting the hammer down right here with 2:01 left.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's the biggest hole that Drew Dyer's had all night, and he made the most of it. That was a nice hard run, a nice little burst in the backfield too.
14 carries, 57 yards for Drew.
First down and 10 Panthers as the clock ticks under 2 minutes to go. Benton has outscored El Dorado in the second half 14-0, and the Panthers inside the 10-yard line here late in the ball game. Give it to Preston Stone running left. He cuts back to the center of the field, fumbles the football, and it appears that El Dorado has recovered. And they have. Tyler Smith, their free safety, recovers the football at the 2-yard line with 1:31 to go in the ball game.
Well, that's unfortunate. It's not going to change the outcome of the game, but for the third week in a row, we've left at least 7 points on the board, or I should say on the field, by turning the ball over inside the opponent's 10-yard line.
First and 10 El Dorado at their own 1-yard line, 1:31 to go in the ball game.
I'd like to take this opportunity to invite everyone out to the 6A South Conference Championship next Thursday night.
Yes, sir. Kawan Love is going to carry up to the 11-yard line.
We got a player down.
Mel Hegwood slow to get up. Boy, you don't want to see that here in a game that is decided. And Mel limping off to the sideline as Bill Williams is going to replace him. And now Mike McConaughey is going to go out to check on Mel. Boy,
Mel's a tough football player too, and if he's hurting enough to get down on the ground, you know he's
all right, Matt, if you'd pull that graphic up, as the training staff attends to Mel Hegwood. One thing that was taken care of regardless of tonight's outcome is Benton and playoff, both, Benton and Pine Bluff, both guaranteed first-round buys and home games in the playoffs, Terry.
That's right. That's right. You know, obviously it sets up a huge game just like last year between Benton and Pine Bluff, except this year we get them at home. And, you know, we're kind of playing for not only the conference championship but for home football rights throughout the playoffs. And so hopefully the Panthers will take care of business next week, and we'll be able to host all of our playoff games all the way to War Memorial.
Boy, and a big part of the Panthers being able to do just that is Mel Hegwood and Buddy Riggin. And Buddy is helping Mel off to the sideline. Bell really in pain there as he came off the field. And Anthony Thomas is going to carry for El Dorado.
I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I love seeing that. I love seeing Buddy Riggin over there helping Mel. And this is a guy that he shares snaps with. And, you know, in this age and time of a lot of people thinking me, these guys are playing together. And that's really good to see from Buddy.
No question. Jeremiah Bowling in there on that last tackle for the Panthers. Bill Williams in at nose man for the Panthers as the clock ticks under 40 seconds to go. El Dorado just lining up and trying to power it past the Panthers. They go to Anthony Thomas, and he gets to the outside, up the Panther sideline, and out of bounds at the 30. And do we have another late penalty flag thrown?
We do.
At the 29-yard line. And we'll see what we've got. A hold has been called against the Wildcats. Back them up to the 19-yard line.
$29 more seconds left, fellas. We can get back up the highway.
Want to remind everybody in the bleachers to be careful going through Hampton on their way home.
That's good advice.
Please obey all speed limit signs through Hampton. Penalty backs the Wildcats up to the 19. 1st and 10 Wildcats, and they're going to give it off to Anthony Thomas, who runs into Jeremiah Bowling. Braden Harris falls on the pile to get Terry Benham another point and pick to click. That's it. Scott Reed's not going to run another play. Benton is going to win it here tonight at Memorial Stadium, 35-12, as the clock is going to tick down in what has been an extremely physical, very tough, very hard-fought 6A South Conference win for the Benton Panthers. And we'll tell you what it all means in 2 minutes. When we come back, Rob Pepper will have Scott Nethery, and we'll give you highlights and recap of this ball game tonight. Benton wins tonight 35-12. This is Benton Panther football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6.
Family owned, customer friendly is more than just a slogan. It's a better way to buy a car and the right way to do business. Come see us and discover the difference at Everett Buick GMC, I-30 at the Alcoa exit. If you haven't been to Everett Buick GMC, we'd like to invite you to come see us and experience what family owned, customer friendly really means. There is a difference. Everett Buick GMC, I-30 at the Alcoa exit.
We want to earn your business.
We want to bring you the fastest internet.
At the best prices.
We mean really low prices.
Way lower than you can get anywhere else.
With much faster internet speeds and way better service.
Visit us on our website.
We're here.
We're local and we are Fidelity.
Fidelity Communications, the fastest internet, amazing prices.
Hey, how are you? Good.
I just got your text.
Yeah, that fast checkout is great.
Fast, friendly checkout every day.
Benton wins tonight 35-12 over El Dorado. We're going to take it down to the field. Rob Pepper with Coach Scott Nethery.
Coach, always great to come down to Union County and get a win. What's your thoughts on the game and how the Panthers played tonight?
Well, I thought our energy was good. I thought our energy was good. We made a couple of mistakes there, you know. It made it close early on. But I'm going to tell you what, we made mistakes. We overcame adversity. And then we made some breaks go our way as well. So they're late in, I think it was in the third or fourth quarter, I can't remember. So very proud about that. Proud of the way our team played hard. And it's a great victory anytime you come here, for sure.
Absolutely, Coach. Best of luck to you on Thursday. I'm going to send it back up to the guys, and we'll look for you on Thursday.
Thanks.
And what we're going to have on Thursday, Terry Benham, is a conference championship game in the Palace, just like we had last year down at Jordan Stadium. Two undefeated teams in conference play coming together with a title on the line.
Yeah, and there's a lot of same players, too, on the field in this game. And all of those guys, not only do they remember the tough-fought victory for the Panthers down in their field, but also the game that got away from us in the championship game. There's a whole lot going to be going on that field other than just football on Thursday night.
El Dorado has now lost 4 straight football games. But they lost by 7 to Texarkana. They lost by 9 to Lake Hamilton. They lost by 7 to Pine Bluff. They lose by 23 tonight to Benton. I mean, they are right there in every ball game. But tonight, the Benton Panthers, with injuries,
they answered the call.
They answered the call, is what I'm trying to say, in convincing fashion, Tony.
And I may be putting you on the spot, Jim, but you're my playoff guru. What does this do with them as far as the El Dorado? What are they looking at?
I tell you what, because the score is just coming in, and I want to thank whoever has given me this score, and I do not have their number saved in my phone. Lake Hamilton 33, Parkview 14. So
thank you, anonymous guy.
Wow.
Thank you, Mr. Anonymous. Texarkana and Lake Hamilton pretty well have sewn up 3 and 4. El Dorado and Parkview are going to play for the 5th and 6th slots.
Wow.
El Dorado is going to be 2 and 4, Parkview 2 and 4, Sheridan 2 and 4, Texarkana 3 and 3, Lake Hamilton 3 and 3. I guess the one monkey wrench in that would be if Sheridan beat Texarkana. There's still a lot up in the air in that 3 through 6.
That could happen.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, there's a log jam in the middle of the 6A South.
Tonight's scores: Pine Bluff beats Sheridan 49-7. Lake Hamilton leading Parkview 33-14. Texarkana over Little Rock Hall 45-2. Chris Ramsey coming through for us. Appreciate it very much, Chris. Benton leading El Dorado. The one thing we do know is Little Rock Hall is not going to play in a playoff game, and Benton and Pine Bluff are going to play for a conference championship. That we do know. So the rest is going to have to sort itself out next weekend. Tony, you got the final numbers tonight on this big Panther win.
I do, and now the scoreboard kind of matches the paper, unlike halftime. Benton 25 first downs, El Dorado 11. Benton rushed the ball 36 times for 151 yards, which is peculiar because Stone led us with 60 yards. It was definitely a team effort on the ground. El Dorado rushed the ball 41 times for 158 yards. CASON goes 21 of 38 with 3 touchdowns in the pick. El Dorado, again, I'm saying they did us a favor. 16 times they did us a favor tonight. They completed 4 of 16 with a pick for 47 yards. Total yardage, Benton 436, El Dorado 205. Each team had a couple of turnovers. Stone was the leading rusher, 11 carries, 60 yards. DYER, 14 carries, 57 yards and a touchdown. DYER, the leading receiver, 7 catches, 54 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hunter, 4 catches, 67 yards. Stone, 5 catches, 47 yards. Here's the thing on defense. Nobody had more than 7 tackles, but a bunch of guys had 6. Brazel, I had Brazel with 7 tackles and a tackle for loss. Harris, 6 tackles, a tackle for loss and a sack. Bowling, 6 tackles, 2 tackles for loss and a sack. Cliff, 6 tackles and a sack. Murphy, 6 tackles. Riggins, 6 tackles, 2 sacks, and a tackle for loss.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
And a lot of heart.
Yes.
A lot of heart shown tonight by a lot of Benton Panthers. Some guys playing in positions that we're not accustomed to seeing them in.
Yeah.
And, boy, you talk about persistence. You talk about toughness. You talk about tenacity. You talk about character. It was all on display tonight from the Benton Panthers.
Well, I'm just really, really proud of this team. You know, you guys alluded to at the beginning of the game about how El Dorado is really going to be a test of this football game, or football team, of being able to come down here and win on the road in really a really tough place for the Benton Panthers historically to come win. And not only did they come down and win, but they came down and they whipped their butts.
And got the Memorial Stadium monkey off their back.
They sure did.
Panthers hadn't won here since 2003, but they do tonight. And how fun is next week going to be in Benton, Arkansas, guys? We're going to get to see an 8th grade team on Tuesday night go for an undefeated season. We're going to get to see a 9th grade Benton Bryant game for a conference championship. We're going to go to church on Wednesday night, come back on Thursday, and watch Benton and Pine Bluff play for a 6A South Conference championship. You can't get any better than that.
No, I'm going to tell you a thing about that 8th grade team. They're not only undefeated, they've really not been in a close ball game either. They have blown everybody off the field.
Not at all. I tell you, boy, you don't want to wish your life away, but next week is going to be fun. It is going to be some kind of fun in Benton, Arkansas. And Fox Sports Arkansas, 690 AM and 99.7 FM, and Fidelity Local 6 is going to bring it to you. Now, what we would love is everybody to come to the Palace on Tuesday and Thursday. The 8th grade game will kick off Tuesday at 5:30, the freshman game to follow, and the 6A South Championship game will be on Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Come out and support these young people, support our Panthers, but if you can't, join us on the radio on BentonPantherFootball.com on Fidelity Local 6. It's going to be a great, great week. A tip of the hat tonight to Matt Johnson, who puts it all together for us. Andy Hodges, really appreciate Mason Woolbride, Aaron Garrett, and Tamika Tate running the cameras tonight. Barrett Pfeiffer and Dalton Parker on graphics and replay. Rob Pepper, our sideline guy tonight, doing a wonderful job as Dio Vanucci was
Dio who?
on assignment in Northwest Arkansas with his daughter Alexia in the Miss Teen Arkansas.
Who's Dio?
Pageant.
Good job, Rob.
Tony Stowers on stats and stand-up comedy. Terry Benham with great commentary tonight. Freddie Reinhardt bringing the Panther spirit all the way to El Dorado. And how about my sweet daughter Trey, who got us down here safe and sound and even got us through Hampton without a speeding ticket.
Quite an accomplishment.
We have had a ball tonight, bringing you a wonderful Benton Panther win, 35-12 over El Dorado. Guys, we're going to do it all again next week for all the marbles.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Can't wait. We've had fun bringing it to you. We're going to say good night and God bless from El Dorado, Arkansas. Again, the final score, Benton 35, El Dorado 12. This has been Benton Panther Football on Fox Sports Arkansas and Fidelity Local 6.